good. I'm doing good. Can you hear me, Sweetie Pie Honey Bun?
Yeah.
You know I love you.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Okay. Always good check, because I'm kind of dumb. I also checked if I said done.
It was really weird, too, because, like, I'd already checked the music before, so I don't know why it started, like, the music was still on my headset.
Huh.
I don't know why the video was playing it in the speaker.
That's so weird. Yeah.
Like, huh, okay.
Technology is fucked up, and I don't understand any of it.
Sometimes it's terrifying.
Oops, excuse me. As I knock everything over. Get my boyo up in place. I got my glove on. Up in my chair. Up in my chair. Alright. Hello, VTuber. You're not synced with the right mic, are you?
Nope.
You little shit. Ah, no, that's the wrong one.
No, it's the
Oh, it
RX.
is. It's just taking a bit. There it goes. I'm sorry. I muted myself.
Wap wap.
We have new, nicer mics that hopefully aren't as peaky as the old ones used to be. So, hello everybody! Welcome to the stream for Sunday. Second to last stream of the month.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we're gonna do some Poke Fusions as, not necessarily voted on, but commented on.
As a bonus.
And with my Patreons, because we're going to be doing the last request for the month here. And then next month, all new requests. Woo. Yay! Woo! Woo! We have my very first patron back, Minty, and she's got some requests, so we're going to do her first.
Yeah.
Well, she's the only one today, but yeah!
Yeah, these are technically still of the month previously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I think you have it on the wrong mic again, hon.
You're the wrong mic. Let me check.
Because it's not reacting when I'm talking.
It only reacts to my mic, maybe. Hang on.
But
I think it only reacts to me. Ha!
penis, 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 penis. Huh, weird. Hi, Minty.
For once, I
Hi,
have
Narosa.
defeated you.
That's really weird. I don't
Now
know how it's doing that.
That's what I wanted it to do when we had two mics anyway.
I don't know how it's doing. Are you sure it's not on your headset mic? I'm just curious now, because like I don't know how it would be doing that.
My music's quiet.
I'm now suddenly very confused.
Not hearing my music. Paul, can you hear the music?
I can hear the music. It's just very
That's
quiet.
weird.
It should be the PX, the one beneath it. Well, now I stopped hearing the music.
There you go. Okay. Dang, everything going wrong today.
So you can hear the music?
I can now.
Okay, so go to your desktop audio and set the preferences, because it's not.
Yeah, now it's gone. Everything going wrong today. Which one is it? Headset?
Stereo, that one.
This one? How'd that? I see it moving.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
back.
And checking this. Because isn't it the PCS?
No.
Oh, which one?
You want the RX.
RX.
But.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it
that's
does
right.
you. I don't know, I liked it better just doing just me. Harumph. Bear.
Everything is scuffed.
Mer.
It wouldn't be an OBS update without it scuffing literally everything.
Yeah, that's how it go.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it.
Hey.
But now we can draw.
Woo!
Everything except the drawing fucked up. Drawing never fucks up. I don't know. I did actually have clip die on me somewhat recently for like the first time.
Aw.
It was that one I did. Remember it was
Oh yeah, when you had all the details on it.
I did too much. Like I was trying to do like a fucked up VCR look, and I went too hard with it, and I think it just it brained my computer.
Too many brush.
Too much detail. We'll do the tent first. Paul, you'll have to think of a cute pose for Minty.
For what, the cell phone one?
For, she's got another one. She was full body cute pose. What kind of cute pose should we do?
The little heart, but instead of like a heart, it could be a little leaf. Yeah, the little finger, the finger thing.
I've actually done her with the fingers before already.
Yeah. Or a little magical girl pose. That'd be pretty fun.
Magical girl, minty leaf.
Minty Min.
Minky Momo.
Minty Momo.
Minty Momo.
Magical girl, Minty Oh no.
Legit. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Speaking of streaming, because that's what we're doing. While I was out a day or so ago, we were in the mall and we went to Hot Topic because sometimes they got cute deals on blind boxes and stuff. And it's always also kind of fun to see what's popular at the time. And since it was like, it was on a Tuesday or a Thursday and like nothing was going on at all. So all the shopkeepers were talking to us.
Everybody was trying to do a conversation.
I don't like it.
She was just like, go away.
Yeah, but one guy came up to us and I was looking at a shirt and I was like, hey, this is the same aesthetic as my background. The one I have for like the start. It was like the deep fried webcore. And he said, oh, why do you stream? After he'd been following us the fuck around. And I was like, oh, I do art streams on the weekends. And he's like, oh, that's unique. It's probably hard for people to find you on Twitch, isn't it? And it just kept talking about stuff like, people like search for like God of War, but they don't really search for art and stuff like that. And I'm like, well...
People don't go looking for art on Twitch.
Well, I know. Twitch is not like my main thing. It's just a place where I stream. And I'm technically in like the top 3% of art streamers, so I think I'm doing pretty good. And we weren't sure if he was just awkward or trying to mansplain.
Like, it kind of, like, it came off more that he was just awkward and trying to, like, find anything to converse about, but was just really bad at it. It's like, bro, you're trying a little too hard.
Bro, don't tell me how. I know what I'm doing.
Just pull out your business card and it says, I do what I want.
I do what I want.
I do need to get you more business cards.
I guess I'd rather just get I need a new one to go with my card, but one person had like a standee, and I was thinking of carrying around a keychain.
Oh, that'd be cute.
With a QR code on it. Like the person had the standee with the QR code.
Yeah.
And maybe I could even sell it like as merch. Because they're doing pretty cheap with the keychains right now. I'm waiting for my Sans to come in the mail. It has been ordered.
Yay.
And it should be here, I think, by next week at the latest.
It'd be fun to have a little keychain.
Yeah, that way when people be like, hey, what's your thing? I can just be like, here's the QR code. Mm-hmm. And then they have to look at it right then. Ugh, Nat. Gnats have been horrible lately.
Yeah, they're doing stuff next door and it's just been a freaking shit show. As usual.
Does someone live there right now, or?
I'm not sure. People go in and out, so I don't know if they're actually living there. If they just, like, work on it in the afternoons. It's weird. It's weird, and that apartment has always been just full of gross people. I hope they're not going to be as gross as the last ones that got evicted.
Well, we live in we don't live in a bad neighborhood, but we live in not the best. Or at least, like, the building people don't make it the best.
Yeah. It's not like...
It's just kind of like a redneck neighborhood, if nothing else.
Yeah, and the ones that got evicted, like, they had to completely just, like, strip the apartment out when they threw them out, because they had just made it a pigsty, so... Probably not the best example of neighbors in this area kind of thing.
Headphones are going in and out. They're plugged in. I don't really want to unplug them because they might not work. Oh, my desktop audio went out, so I think I got it anyway. Dang, I am just having a ton of tech problems today.
We are. Give us just a sec, folks.
Okay, back up.
Weird.
So weird. It's still going in and out. That's so weird. Does it sound all fucked up on yours?
Is it? Yeah, a little bit.
Like it's catching? Or is that just part of the song, I wonder? I do listen to weird shit.
Maybe it's part of the song.
Mario Jazz should work better.
Yeah, it's like the Chicho.
Wiggling head. Okay.
Maybe it was just the song. That's weird because it was like hitching.
Yeah. Maybe it's the playlist. Oh, nope, there it goes. Maybe it's the YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that hitch. That's
yeah,
weird.
That's weird. Why would you hear that hitch if it's in my headphones?
That's the YouTube then.
That's so weird.
How jank. That must mean it's the YouTube then.
Well, I closed out the window and opened it back up. Nah? That's so weird. What the fuck's going on?
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, none's going on yet. But I heard one earlier.
Okay.
I guess we'll just... That's so weird. I've never had that happen. I guess I could just go musicless.
I mean, it's probably just...
There it goes.
Oh, of course, I had it muted then.
Yeah, it's still going. Just sounds totally fucked up.
Okay,
I guess I'm not doing music today.
bring up your,
No, I'm not gonna... We've already spent 15 minutes dealing with stuff. I'm not dealing with more stuff.
Okay. I was gonna say it might be Windows updating itself in the background like a dipshit. Because even though you tell it not to, it does it anyway. It's because Windows.
People just have to listen to my pen.
Ticky.
I kind of assume they, turn everything, all the sound off and just go to a different window.
Fair.
Oi!
Yeah.
Oh, cool! Yeah, I've heard there's so many, fuck-ups in the Oppenheimer movie for some reason. Like, all because the IMAX, right?
Yeah, the IMAX especially, because they had to, like, any of the IMAXs that were still physical IMAXs had to be custom modded to be able to handle the massive size of the reel for Oppenheimer. Like, you know, a lot of IMAXs have gone to being digital now, so, like, they just have to have hard drives for that thing. But the actual physical film reel was so massive that they had to be modded to be able to handle the size of it. And there's been a lot of, like, just technical hiccups because it's such a big freaking thing. And there's also been a lot of the Barbenheimer memes. I actually saw a gal...
Yay! Good, it's fucking hot.
Yeah, you need that. I saw a gal today with a t-shirt that had the Barbie logo, and it says, "I have become Barbie, destroyer of worlds."
There was that one artist that did a really great Evangelion Barbie reference, and I almost bought the print. It was a real nice print.
That does sound up your alley, yeah.
That artist that I wanted the peeker sticker for still hasn't put out her store yet. She says she's going to do it today. She's probably on a different timeline, and I wanted to get it before it ran out and watch it go live on stream.
She's been angrily circling the website.
Our peeker sticker has, we had a Miku one, but it's completely, like, it went entirely white and then fell off. So we need a new one. And it was a little Satan peeker sticker, and I want it.
She do. I mean, it does sound cute.
It's adorable. And I want it. I want a Satan peeker sticker.
Hey.
A little Satan peeking over a car. And it's cute enough, like, if you don't know who Baphomet is, you may not know who it is, so...
Yeah,
I'd be worried living in the South would get keyed.
Yeah, it just looks like a little cute creature.
Yeah. What's a Baphomet? As opposed to stickers that says, get in bitch, we're going to hell. That one's funny too, I want that one too, but I might put that on my computer instead.
She was tempted.
It's cute!
You're cute! Yes.
I heard someone in a store say that the same way I do.
Eh.
It was nice. Barbenheimer. When we were seeing Barbie, during the scene where the mom talks about all the horrible crap that women have to go through, we heard the nuke in the from another screen. It was pretty dumb. Apparently, like, when he says, like, the I am death, destroyer of worlds part, there's, like, a chick just riding his dick while he reads it. Because my sister saw it. I don't like,
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I don't like biographical op movies. I feel like there's a lot of shit they don't cover.
Yeah.
I rather just learn from, like, a documentary or a, you know, podcast or a book. So there was no chance I was going to go see it anyway. So.
Meow, meow, meow,
I'm
meow.
still pissed with, like, the Enigma machine guy. They didn't talk about the fact that he was, like, chemically castrated during the Lavender Scare for being a homosexual and then killed himself. Like, if you're not going to put that in a movie, why not? What's the point? That's a big fucking part of his life.
Ah, for Minty's really cute pose sent this.
Cute. Dreaming, choo choo choo, chocolate da 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 da, chocolate da 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 da, chocolate da 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 da. I'm just gonna have to sing off stream. Damn it. I'm bad at singing.
No, you're not. You sing musicals all the time.
I'm bad at it. I do a lot of stuff all the time. That doesn't mean I'm good at it. I've also been working on the needle felting project of myself. So you might say I've been working on myself. Ha 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 ha.
Self-improvement through stabs.
I'm working on myself. Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
Engineering joke.
I'm currently working on the legs and she has no butt. She's just an upper torso.
So we all know it's an incorrect model because it has no butt.
I've never shown my character's butt. She always wears a skirt. I have a little skirt ready to put on, like a little sheet of felt. It should be very cute when it's done.
Yee.
If I made a charm of myself with my QR code on it, maybe I'll make like a batch and be like, hey, patrons can buy this. Because I don't think anyone else would care enough to buy it. Maybe that'll be my next order along with like a vote on which next Sans charm to redo if this one sells good.
Sans in a hot dog outfit. See, this is why she married me. It's the same weird shit. That's actually
kind of a cute idea.
This is what she keeps me around for. The same weird shit that triggers her art brain.
I kind of like that.
I have one good quality.
Sans asleep in a bun would be cute too.
You're a bun. You're my honey bun.
It's amazing Sans stuff is still popular.
I mean, Sans is one of those characters like the Onceler that you can just make it into everything and everybody likes it forever.
Watch me wait and then the next fucking Deltarune comes out or some shit while I'm waiting for it to come.
Sans is the villain of the next Deltarune. He becomes more popular than he's ever known.
I'm gonna bet Toriel's gonna be in it though. She's gonna be in like the other world because she was asleep with them on the couch.
Hot Toriel, you say?
I didn't say hot. That was you.
Every audience member says it.
The Undertale fandom is so wild because there's like the Sans and Papyrus people, and then there's the furries for Toriel. And never the two have met.
It's true. Quite a peculiar group of folks.
And here I am like, I like Sans and Toriel.
Stuck in the middle.
Ah! I thought they were shoulder pads.
Hey. Plant pauldrons.
Yes! I thought she was just fabulous.
A little majestic half cape so she looks royal.
She is royal.
It can be purple. So it's
oh my god, Caseify, the people I got a real nice case from. It's cute. It's got a little chicken no kimono and tennis shoes and the nice big messy hair like playing with a cat. And the Caseify cases are really nice. Like They've held up really well.
They're very durable.
But they just put out an Evangelion set. And damn do I want it, but I can't get a new fucking set because the old one is still holding up so well.
Illegal. You got what you paid for.
I know, right? How dare they? I want a Unit 1. He's like, why don't you get the pink one? That girl's your favorite. And I'm like, but Unit 1 is so iconic. Dreaming. Choo, 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 choo. Why is that stuck in my head?
Because you like to bite things.
That's true.
Usually the things is me.
Yes.
I am bit regularly.
Bit rate.
Hey. Meow, 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 meow.
It's that one song, The Animal Village, from the remake of the Zelda game that's just done with cat and dog barks.
This is the worst song I've ever heard, and it's objectively a banger. Like,
It did great pretty quickly though. Maybe not for you.
Not for me. No. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
You can't be annoyed by anything though.
The suffering fuels me.
How dare.
Yeah.
My suffering fuels you?
Generally.
Rude.
Usually I make you smile. I'm a little sleepy today. It's the end of my work week.
Poor baby. You need to go sleep?
No.
Yeah, do. Go sleep.
No.
Go sleep at 6:20 at night.
And now suddenly I'm sad. Is it too early to go to bed? She sent me a good video at work. It was accurate to the day.
I was gonna go out, but then I got sad. I was gonna clean my room, but then I got sad.
I don't wanna work. I just wanna flirt with your dad. He likes Bruce Springsteen. I don't think you'll find that Bitcoin is coming back. Oh my god, shut up, you virgin.
I don't wanna work. I just wanna stay home and be sad.
Meow. Meow.
Meow. Already did it.
Shut the fuck up. Inescapable love.
So much plant. Much plant.
Hey.
Destroyer of worlds.
So plant, much invasive. Wow. Roses. Oh no, the soil is slightly off in pH. I'll die. Mint. He who he root not even touch ground. Guess I'll spread.
Should do plant memes.
Oh, I've got a lot of plant memes, bro. I got you covered.
It's horrible. Damn it, that is not a big enough hole. Fuck you.
Wow, I'm growing so well. What's in the ground? Eggshells and blood.
Cool.
It actually balances out the pH, and the eggshells is for calcium, which prevents fungus.
Ah,
Yeah.
you got it. I'll get to it as soon as I got your hair colored. Caca. Slider?
Hey. There was this one stuff we used to get in when I was there at Lowe's, and it was very, very good and would help your plants grow very, very good. But God help you if you ever drop that bottle. That stuff was concentrated liquid, and it was full of a lot of stuff that you did not wish to be in concentrated form. Because it was full of it was like blood, garlic oil, fish guts, and like some other stuff. Like straight up, it was the most vile thing you would ever be near if you dropped a bottle. It was horrendous.
Yeah, they got the little spots over it. I'm gonna put that on later in the color.
Yeah.
I found out that people who did like grass weed killer and stuff, found out the weed killer killed clover, which was not considered a weed before, and clover is actually good for your grass. It puts nitrogen back directly in the soil. But if they can both avoid having to not get rid of the clover and sell you nitrogen stuff for your soil, then they just get rid of clover.
Yeah. I mean, it's technically a broadleaf, so.
Yeah, it is cute.
It falls under broadleaf stuff.
You're a broadleaf.
Which is really funny because, like, a lot of places, like, their, you know, quote-unquote weed killer is just broadleaf killer, because that covers a lot of things. But if you have certain types of grass in your yard and you put down broadleaf killer, it will kill all your grass. And that's so that they can sell you a fancier weed killer that doesn't kill your broadleaf.
One person said, you could just have a lawn made of clover. Yeah. I like that idea. Let's do that.
It smells nice and is good. Plus, a lot of critters like it, so it's fun.
Does Minty get weeds?
Hey. Instead of getting the flu, Minty gets aphids.
Yeah.
You gotta chase her with ladybugs.
Oh, nice ladybug barrette. No, this is just a bug. Crawls into her nose or something weird.
Wow, that's really cute. Oh, it keeps the aphids away. The what now? When there used to be a McDonald's nursery near us, you could actually buy praying mantis egg sacs.
Cool.
And then just, you know, put them somewhere in your yard to have praying mantises. It was a lot of fun. We did that one year. Is
killing a praying mantis illegal? No. But can you live with the morality of it?
Yeah.
That was an article.
The suffering you've inflicted upon yourself. But it was really cool to see them. Like, when they hatch, they're tiny.
Yeah, they're really tiny.
They're like less than an inch. They're these itty-bitty little buggers, and they're just going wherever to murder anything that's their size or
they're
smaller.
Born to murder and fight. They don't even care. Does anything even eat praying mantises?
Oh, when they're little, sure.
I'd be scared. I've seen a praying mantis square up with a fucking bulldozer.
The thing is, once a praying mantis is like equivalent size to another bug, the praying mantis will likely win.
Yeah. I've seen them take down birds.
Yeah. I've actually, the largest praying mantis I have seen personally was 18 inches. So not
Jesus.
Quite 2 foot long. Sometimes they will winter over and then they get like fucking Titanic.
What color is Minty's tongue? Minty, what color is your tongue?
Brown. Because she's a root
Is
vegetable.
it a leaf? How dare you call Minty a vegetable?
I mean, she's technically an herb, right?
What is mint?
An
See,
herb.
I thought it was green. That's why I should ask.
Mint is an herb.
You're an herb.
Hey.
Minty's a herb.
Minty is the brand new thing. A herbo.
Ah! She has the blood of other plants on her.
What is this, Homestuck?
Only one can live.
RG murdering spree.
Yeah.
Average Tuesday in Homestuck.
That how it be though.
It do.
I hope it's not too boring without music.
No, it's fine. I don't have music on mine.
Yeah, but you have video game music.
I have Final Fantasy.
That apparently gets, like, tagged or whatever.
You know, I did the one time. You know what was funny, too? Was, like, it got tagged, and I was like, oh, that's annoying. I guess I'll just remove that part. And the next day it was like, oh, it's fine. It's gone now. And I was like...
They realized you were playing Final Fantasy.
I was like, then why did you tag it at the start, you idiot?
To bother you. Basically.
And it did.
What would be the plant equivalent of an iPhone? It's just an Apple phone. I mean, that's just online.
Oh, you mean you just looked into X today?
I know, right?
The thing.
I'm slowly like transitioning to fucking Instagram. I gotta be where people can see me though, so
yeah.
Just cross-posting till someone figures shit out. I gotta get on Blue Sky too.
The thing updated today, so that like it took me a little bit to find Twitter because it was just like that hideous fucking X logo that doesn't catch your eye at all. Like, why did you take an iconic thing and then just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna make this generic symbol that no one recognizes, looks at, or cares about? Like, oh great. Just
well,
like
he's
all the rest of your
stupid.
shit.
We knew that. Rich people are stupid because no one can tell them no or they'll get fired.
Just like, what do you call it? The IUD Tesla logo?
Yeah. The Tesla logo does look like a IUD, though.
It do.
I am correct about that.
Hey.
It's one of those things like a man made that.
Yeah. There's so many places have X or X whatever already like copyrighted.
Oh, I like the red. Boo.
Little flames in the eyes.
Yeah.
But like,
is it not angry?
Like they literally can't be X Japan because there's a band that already has X Japan.
You're X Japan. It makes me personally think of a porno site.
It do.
Yes, you do.
Only in Minecraft.
Don't lie to us, Minty.
She's a plant. You can't find the bodies. They've already been eaten.
Yeah, she can just absorb the bodies. It's perfectly normal and healthy to get mad at the internet.
So a Tuesday.
You're a Tuesday.
I'll choose your day. Don't choose your day.
Oh God, shut up.
Brain empty.
Yeah, you did yours as usually is.
Hey.
You did a good job yesterday though. You got 2 raids.
Yeah, that was neat.
You're so popular. I was like, he'll probably have more people than I'd have tonight. Yee. Boah. Boah. It's a cool design. I like it.
Yeah.
Travel size Minty.
But yeah, like having a central like thing really brings together an outfit and a design.
Mine is my eyeball.
Yeah.
Hello.
Part of the One Eye Gang.
One Eye Gang. I should try to be friends with her. I'm bad at friends.
Yeah.
How do you make friends as an adult?
Surprise! Communication
Summon
time.
Satan. Double travel size Minty.
Hey.
She's like a Polly Pocket.
Violence is stored in the Minty.
I just want to sleep with your dad. Stuck in your head, ain't it?
Oh, it always is. It's a good song.
I saw an article today that was like, Zombie 100 totally like exposes the horrible working conditions in Japan. And I'm like, does Agretzko mean nothing to you? It has been on for 3 seasons.
I mean,
you asshole.
Obviously, Zombie 100 is for boys. That's
A
why.
Gretzko is for boys. How is a Gretzko not for boys? Fuck that.
Gretzko was so much fun. A derpy, sad Minty pic. You mean Minty done like the body pillow art that Melle-d just finished?
I know, right?
Cool.
I should show everyone watching the body pillow art.
That's gonna be my cosplay at EchoCon.
She's beautiful. You know how I got this, though? It didn't look perfect until I flipped the canvas. And then it was perfect. It's so horrible that hurt to draw. I should have done a time lapse of it.
It would have been pretty funny, yeah.
I've been trying to do time lapses more. I did a time lapse of the one I just finished. The Shikabane one.
Sucka bam bam bis.
Sucka sucka bam bam fast fish fish. Sucka sucka bam bam fast fish fish. Sucka sucka bam bam fast fish fish. Sucka sucka bam bam fast fish fish.
Fishy.
Sucka sucka bam 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 fish. That song is so catchy.
The fish is so derpy. The song has to be glorious to be with it.
Grandpa Oliver, the little fish. Sucka sucka bam fish.
Hey. It is a derpy ass fish though.
Oh yeah, he's so cute though. He has no jaw.
No jaw, only teeth and helmet basically.
I don't even know how he ate.
Well, some things have teeth like that, not really for like chewing, but for like holding the thing in that they're trying to slurp.
Yeah, but they have like a jaw. They
It's
can
fine.
close it.
It's fine.
Sucka sucka bam bam fast fish don't have a jaw.
Hey. Turtle got teeth for eat jellyfish.
Yeah.
Cause jellyfish slurp the jello out of the ocean.
Can you eat jellyfish? I imagine they wouldn't have much to them.
Yeah, there's basically no nutritional value there. That's why almost nothing eats them. If you cook them, they just kind of shrivel up because they're mostly water.
In Dave the Diver, you can make sushi out of them, but I'm like, how good would that sushi even be?
Depends on the sauce. It's not like they're gonna have
Would it
any
even
flavor.
have a taste?
No. Like they're mostly water. What
Yeah.
flavor are they gonna have?
Sucka sucka bam bam fast fish fish. Sucka sucka bam bam fast fish fish.
Well, now that we know that they're not like extinct, I want to eat a coelacanth.
No.
Oh, it sounds anciently delicious.
No, leave them alone.
But food.
No. They didn't survive millions of years for you to eat them.
They survived millions of years for somebody to eat them. Whole point.
I don't know. There's that shark that can live like 500 years.
Yeah, but that thing's pickled.
Yeah.
Technically, it's pickled in urine.
Yeah.
So it's not really appetizing.
You can get those and do them as sushi and Dave the Diver too.
How?
By fishing.
No, I mean like how would you eat them? Like you'd
On
have
sushi.
they would have to have some kind of prep step done with them because they're just literally soaked in urea.
Sushi.
No.
Sushi.
It's like you love taro, but like if you don't prep taro in some kind of milk or calcium or something, like it'll give you kidney stones. Like you have to do work for some food.
Apparently, a fucking boba drink with taro can have the same amount of calories as ramen.
Awesome.
No, I don't get it a lot, but I love it.
So what you're saying is ramen boba.
Ew.
Why you?
That's gross.
Why is that gross?
Sounds gross.
You'd have like the nice, delicious ramen broth, and
Give
then
it a
you'd
little bit
have
of
like
green.
little chicken bobas or something.
Ew, shut up.
Hi, Doom.
Hi, Doom.
How's it going? I'm disgusting the wife with terrible food options.
That is nasty, though.
Ramen boba sounds delicious.
All her highlights.
Did you swipe for color layer?
I did.
Color layer snatched.
Legit. Pixel, we're having issues tonight, too.
Yeah, we had a bunch of tech
Maybe
problems.
when we switch over to the VTuber,
Oh!
I'll, thank you, Minty. I'll try to get the music going again. But right now I'm grumpy.
Hey.
I need it all in caps. I can't play that. Apparently it's a fairly popular song.
Oh, good. It's a fun song.
Oh, sure. Boop. I don't want narrow. I want big. There you go. Sucka sucka bam bam fast fish fish. Just sucka sucka bam bam fast fish fish. Sucka sucka bam bam fast fish fish. Just sucka sucka bam 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 bam.
Hey.
Why'd you get that song stuck in my head?
I love you.
That's not a reason.
Like I don't throw out songs and or memes like a flashbang in the room and then run.
That's true.
I don't even need a reason for it. I just do it because it's fun.
There we go. And I'll save that on a different layer in case you want to use it for something else too.
Meme template.
What's the baby? Damn it!
Draw Minty as a succubambis. Just plant with teeth and dirt face.
I'm not even sure how that would look.
Goblin plant.
She already is a goblin.
True.
This bitch already goblin.
Hey. Assigned goblin at design.
Alright, actually, while I'm going to this next one, I'll try the music again. Maybe YouTube has behaved itself. Maybe it was a stupid update.
Pull up your test manager. And scroll down a ways. It might be Discord being pissy, but just scroll down. You don't have to sort it.
Well, it just would be easier for you to find it.
Yeah. Because it'll be down.
Why is Steam going?
Huh?
Stop
Don't
it,
worry
Steam.
about Steam. Steam is running because you have Steam up. Just scroll down. I'm looking for a specific thing. Okay. Well, it might have been a Windows thing.
Okay.
I don't see it.
Back to Muzeka. Aw, man, Weekly Weird News just updated.
No news for yous.
I know. It'd be like that. It started up chunky. It seems okay.
Oh, it's playing fine. Sorry about my chair squeaking. Oh, wait.
I need a cute pose for Minty.
Very jazzy stuff.
Oh, that's weird. It switched from the first one. The first one wasn't done. Music just doesn't like me to do.
Do a Sailor Moon pose with Minty.
It's only cute. Ooh.
Oh.
No, I already did her curtsying once before. In her other dress.
You could have her like tucked into a corner like she's napping in the sun. The sign that says dinner break.
I can't be chibi. I'm looking through my references. But y'all can't see because there's a lot of loot in there.
You could have like a feed me, Seymour. That's a cute.
I could have her standing in a pot.
Hey.
That'd be kind of cute.
She has
Coming
to,
out of a pot like coming out of a birthday cake.
She has to be holding a saxophone, like those the little thingies that you get that do the little dance and play the music.
No.
Aww.
You don't get to make suggestions.
Boo. I'm objectively right, it'd be funny. Boo.
We'll do the pot. Boop. Oh, now the music is behaving. Watch me just jinx it.
You said too much. Now it will change.
I know, right?
Oh, Minty, since you got your AC working again, we did a little bit of extra thing to help out ourselves with our power bill and stuff. We got window tinting film for our windows in the apartment. Since the main windows don't, like, the way they're set up, there's a big overhang, but the overhang is the, like, metal conduit for the air conditioning. So we can't really, like, add blackout curtains to it. But we could put window tinting film on the windows, which make them much, much darker. So much less heat coming in the apartment, and it has really helped out a lot. You should try that. It helps sponge.
I think these pots should look like shoes.
Hey, make them look like boo.
I think they should look like pots that are also shoes. It's not lewd, just cute.
Yeah.
There are pots that look like shoes. I've seen them for sale. They have like little leaf van logos.
Little leaf fans.
Like that. This is just you sitting in a pot looking cute.
Today at work, I saw a weep-ha over in the manga.
A what?
Bruh, this like maybe 16-year-old boy had on like cowboy boots and Wrangler jeans and like a cowboy styled Melle-d hat with a big green feather sticking out of it. He was over there reading Chainsaw Man.
Well, he's got good taste.
I'm like, bro, weeb-ha over here. I'm like, that's special. I haven't seen the Fedora Lord recently. That's the one. There's a guy that comes into work that has a.
Wait, the fedora with the Yu-Gi-Oh card in it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
He comes in with a crushed velvet fedora, and one of the fedoras has a feather, and one of the fedoras has a like Blue Eyes White Dragon Yu-Gi-Oh card in it instead of a feather, and it's just fucking glorious.
God, he goes to NecoCon, I bet, and he sees me with my cosplay this year. That would be embarrassing.
Good. Call them out. Let them see.
Well, I'd be surprised anyone wear a fedora with the way people talk about it these days, unless they're doing it like ironically or just don't care.
Usually just don't care. Fedoras are cool, you know.
No, they're not.
See himself through a mirror darkly.
Do like people who are like giant weebs and stuff, do they still wear fedoras?
Yeah.
I guess like he does, but how old is he?
The Fedora Lord?
Yeah.
Oh, like 30s or 40s.
Okay, so he's kind of in the age when they did wear those.
Yeah. The Weeb Ha was like 16 at best.
But I'm wondering if like,
if internet culture has banished the...
well, if like, what do younger weebs wear? Like, I'm kind of curious now. Do they still wear those, or have fedoras been totally like outdone?
I still see fedoras pretty regularly. Honestly, I want a cabbie cap to be the next thing, because I like cabbie caps.
Those are cute. I used to have one.
Yeah, so
Technically, mine is kind of a cabbie cap, the one
Yeah.
I wear sometimes.
Mm-hmm. The one you used to have all the pins on?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now I have all the pins in my bag.
She took off her armor plating. She lowered her armor rating. Oh,
I
no.
did. Well, they got all rusted and stuff on my hat.
Ah.
Plus, now we have Eda bags.
Yay. More pins. Infinite array of pins.
She just has a little thing that says like
Feed me.
tea
Yeah.
pie for the plant to show what plant it is.
Cutiest pantomime.
This might need another sketch layer.
More sketches. More. I think it's in a couple of days that Melissa's gonna start her.
Yeah, her subathon. Isn't she taking like a little vacation?
I think she's taking like a day or two off to like pre-game energy for that. Figure out if she can load G Fuel into her insulin pump.
Legit.
Poor thing.
Everyone should support the subathon because if it gets to a certain point, I get to do another calendar.
Yeah.
Do it. I get paid basically a whole month's rent.
You know it's gonna make it that point. Like,
Yeah.
she has somewhat of a rabid following. She does good stuff, just like Minty.
Minty is still my go-to when suggesting emotes.
Yeah. Like, that's one thing that, like, I really like with Twitch is that when people are found, it can really bring a large, like, amount of eyes to people. It's just getting people found is kind of, you know, asinine. Especially when they keep trying to do stupid shit to fuck over all of their streamers. It took me forever to figure out what the Sam hell they were talking about on that one survey, because they didn't, like, actually identify any of the terms they were using, so I had no idea what the one thing was until I finally figured out it's like, oh, Amazon bought a health insurance thing because they want to get into the health insurance market.
Terrifying.
And that's what they were trying to, like, if you would like something added on to your, you know, Prime subscription, what would it be? And one of them was this thing that they just never defined at all. And it was like, oh, cool. What actually is this? And it's like, oh yeah, it's healthcare.
Good. Breaking.
Yeah. What did you do to Pixel?
Kill him!
Actually, it might just be Discord fucking up today.
I mean, I could close Discord. I don't really need it right now.
Emote. Emote only. No cursing. Tech support word ban. So you're just muting Sky, is what you're saying. You've just muted Sky in Pixel's thing. Freaking mean. Brain empty, sap drooling from mouth. Mean Minty. That's funny though. They're funny. So schnaufer.
Poor Baba.
This morning when I was going in, it looked like it was going to storm, so I took the umbrella with me. So of course it did nothing, and I looked like a silly.
I mean, there are like a shit ton of wildfires over in Canada right now, so.
Yeah, maybe the smoke's rolling back in again. I haven't been outside since 3, and I don't intend to. So Minty, what did Pixel do? Like, is it just a game is coming unglued or something? Is she playing some 7 days again? I'll get back in 7 days. 7 days was fun with y'all.
I will not.
That's fair. It's not really your type of game. That's fair.
Nah. Dave the Diver is apparently my type of game.
Yes, agreed. It's a good game.
I don't know, swimming and looking at fish is nice. Game has fish. Me.
What? So I started playing.
I had the same problem with Dredge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
fun.
fish! I love fish.
Toy game, but fish.
Dave the Diver is very similar to Dredge, but with entirely different tones.
Complete 180 on the vibes. I still think it was funny on last night's stream. Someone described the stuff that I was doing in Final Fantasy XIV as playing Batman, but the Adam West version.
Yes.
It's like, oh yeah, that's fair. It's like, that's why this part is written way better than everything else.
I swear you won't look this derpy when I'm done with you.
She lies. You've seen what she's done to me. I
I'm
used
sorry.
to be a genius.
I'm good at drawing you.
You are. You do objectively draw me correctly.
I capture your inner derp.
Outer derp. There is no inner. It is not a secret.
I always like to send commissioners pieces, like updates, when their stuff looks at its most derpy. It's my favorite time.
Look at this complete nonsensical gibberish. That's what you wanted, right?
Well, usually when they make like a derp ass face or something.
Yeah. Tails.
I've been trying to get 3 stars on every fish in Dave the Diver. I'm not sure how to get the one that you have to drop a rock on though. I got the crab, but not the other one that like is deep in the water.
Not crab?
Yeah, it's like a sunlooker or something like that.
Oh, sunfish?
No, I took a picture of him. It's a sunlooker. I know what a sunfish is.
Oh, that's
I
like
got that.
that's like a flatfish that looks like a little weird mossy rock.
No, it burrows in the sand and bites you.
Hey,
Much like Minty. Minty, do you burrow in the sand and bite us?
Minty, where everything is the same, but now instead of a plant, she's a fish. Or a crab.
We could both be fish.
Minty could be crab.
She doesn't need to bite. She has a knife.
Shh, we took that away.
No, we didn't.
I just picture like taking a knife from Minty and then she just has another one in her hand like she's a Pez dispenser of
You
knives.
take a knife and you go like, you shouldn't have this, and you turn away to put it away, and you look back, she has the exact same knife. And you look back where you literally just set the knife and it's gone. It's in her hand again.
I just like, you just take the knife out of her hand, another one just like out like a Pez dispenser. You just like keep pulling knives from her. She's like, stop it.
You take the knife away again, you're like, no, and you look back, she's got 2 knives.
And the one on the counter is still missing.
The one on the counter is still there.
She's just progressively stealing knives from herself like
You're like, where do you get that other knife? And you turn back to look to see if the knife's still there, it's gone now, and you look back and she's got a knife in her teeth.
She's like a stabby car cat. She just keeps taking them from herself. Quantum uncertainty knife. Minty both does and does not have a knife at any given moment.
And thorny thorns. Every rose has its thorns.
Your ad is about to start. Snooze for 5 minutes. I move the mouse to snooze it. The thing goes away. You bastard.
Pastor.
Thanks, Twitch. Great job. Smooth implementation.
Sugar, you got a question.
I do. What question have I?
How you get so stupid?
Boy.
No, you're not stupid.
What have we in them boy? Oh, that thing that I set up yesterday seemed to work pretty good for the running the VTuber a different way in the OBS.
Ooh.
Like, it's supposed to make it so that
Oh, I get sick from heat all the time.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, like, you don't want to, like, try and go full cold. Cold after you've gotten sick from the heat will just make you go into shock. It's just as bad for you. You want to do, like, warm, like, room temperature to bring you down slowly. So, you know, like a wet rag on the forehead kind of thing in with room temperature water, that sort of deal. Also, make sure to, you know, hydration is the biggest thing. You got to be drinking water. Gatorade, if you've had water, is okay.
I vote that.
Soda if you have nothing better. Gatorade's preferable, water is okay, but again, you don't want cold water, you want room temperature water. You're trying to basically stabilize yourself, not try and slam your temperature down. Like I said, soda, like, people shit on soda. Soda is fine if it's all you have. It's still liquid. You need to get liquids in you, and you do need some salt. That's usually why you drink Gatorade, because it has some salt and some sugar, which helps you kind of stabilize. Because, like, when you're sweating a lot, not only are you losing a lot of water, you're losing a lot of salt. So that's why Gatorade or Pocari Sweat, which is my preference, is much, much better. But again, room temperature is better than cold when you have gotten very hot, because it helps your system stabilize better than just slamming back an ice cold bottle of water.
You get an ice cold beer.
But for future reference, go on Amazon, get you some Pocari Sweat. That shit is miraculous. Not only is it way better than Gatorade, like flavor-wise, but it's also better for you than Gatorade because it has much less sugar and shit like that. And it tastes a lot better. It's really nice.
I'll have to have it sometime.
Yeah, next time I get some, I'll give you some. When I was filling up that giant jug of water, I was putting Pocari Sweat in it. It's real good. It actually makes you feel cooler having drank some of it, kind of thing. Just in general, it's really nice.
Japan's really good at dealing with heat.
Yeah, Pocari Sweat was, the guy that created it was like, wow, slapping somebody up with an IV really helps rehydrate them way better. Is there some way we can make that not involve needles and palatable? And that's how they got Pocari Sweat. And it's like, yeah, that's a good option. I like that. Because I don't like needles. Yeah, and that, you know, a lot of times that can be the salt as much as anything that you sweat a lot. That's 112. Jesus. Yeah. And that's really the thing, like, shade, a cool, damp cloth, not necessarily like slamming yourself with AC, but like cool is better.
Don't leave the house.
I mean, realistically, if your house is that hot, it might be better to leave the house
True.
and go to the mall or something. Yeah, it's been pretty miserable here.
I don't know. I'm not leaving the house. Except to swim.
Yeah. We've been able to take advantage of the pool. It's been nice.
And we're going to move further north, so hopefully it'll be a little better.
Yeah. Presumably. We'll no longer be in the fake South. Will you know what to do with yourself?
Fake South?
Yeah, Virginia's fake South.
Oh. What do you mean, will I know what I do with myself?
You'll be able to yawl and people will look at you funny.
What's wrong with yawling?
Because we'll be towards the middle of the country and towards the north. Y'all is not necessarily part of their lexicon. They may not understand you.
They'll understand me. Do I y'all a lot?
As much as
Hey
anybody
y'all,
else
do I y'all a lot?
as much as anybody else does it here. Yeah.
What's wrong with y'allin'?
Power first. We use a lot of contractions and taking letters off of things too when we talk.
I'm
So
sorry, it's faster.
it is. It's much more efficient. As I said yesterday, you're using a 25-cent word and all I got's a nickel. Picked up y'all in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, where the rain comes from, down the blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know it.
I was gonna say Texas hat.
We're looking to move where Doom is.
Take
We're
rid
gonna
of the
follow
race.
him.
Gonna bother
Yeah.
me looking for Doom like something out of Monster Hunter.
Doom, you get back here.
Doom is trying to dodge roll away.
We already got a place picked out. We're just waiting for like our lease to be up
Yeah,
and figure out what the fuck they're gonna do with Paul at work.
yeah.
I mean, he can move. We're still moving there. Doom leaving will not slow us down. That'll just be Doom's loss.
Set out a box held up by a stick, like Doom snacks. It's 40 pies. That's as many as 410.
Yeah, Doom, you'll have to go hide with Minty. We'll also be apparently like a state over from Calliope too.
Yeah, that'd be,
I'd like to hope eventually we can all like meet up at a con.
that'd be fun. And I, what up, nerds?
Nothing serious, just like a hello. I know you from the internet. Maybe I'll bring like gifts, like stickers and art and shit.
Yeah. Snacks.
I want to bring something I made.
Snacks! You make snacks! You make stuff for me all the time.
I don't want to make snacks. I want to make art. That's what I'm good at. So am I. I'm annoying right now.
Yeah. You will find yourself a receiver of hugs. 'Cause hugs are nice.
I will stop him from hugging you.
I ask. What an asshole. I've been through years
I
of
can't
cons.
either.
She uses
But
me.
we could also all just like meet up one by one too, if that makes people feel safer. I just meant like if there was a con and everyone's going, we could just be like, hey.
Yeah. She uses me as crowd cover at cons and stuff.
I do, yeah.
It's
He's
fine.
very good at figuring out. Yeah, he will. He will end up being the designated speaker. He knows
it
how to do
happens
that.
more often than you think.
He says he's an introvert, but he can fake it.
Yes, because my parents were terrible.
Yeah.
Amazingly, my parents were awful, so I got real good at lying.
I'm gonna put leaves blowing in the background.
Hey. Majestic.
She's so small.
We keep having those people for AT&T there at work on the weekends, and they keep looking at me. I'm like, if you so much as talk at me, so help me.
Yeah, didn't they talk to us while we were there? And someone came up and was like, he works here. I'm like, please don't talk to me. I don't like people.
I'm not here
Paul
for
is
that.
very good. Like, there's that comic about the crabs where the crab goes, we are in danger. And the wife crab goes, oh no. He's like, it's okay. And he picks her up and walks her away. He's good at that.
It's what I do. It's just like, hey, blah, blah, blah. No.
No.
What phone service do you have? Thank you, we're good. You were like, you could have been a little nicer. I'm like, no, then he wouldn't have shut up.
That's a little mean.
That's what those people, like, that's literally their job. Those people are literally that kind of personality to try and, like, wheedle in any opening they can find to talk at you more. Because the more they talk at you, the more likely they are to get you to open up or change your mind.
I
That's
had
their
to
job.
upsell when I worked at Hollywood Video, back when video rental places were a thing, and I hated it.
So did I. I hated that crap when I was there at GNC. It was stupid. I would talk to people like they were grown-ass adults, and you know what? They would buy more shit from me and kept coming back than they ever did at the Sales Monkeys.
I did try to, like, just explain stuff. It's like, hey, if you come here a lot, this is really helpful. Pretty much like that.
Yeah.
That's what I do with, like, people who get a lot of commissions. I'm like, hey, you know, if you plan on getting a lot more stuff, you'll get a discount if you join my Patreon, but you don't gotta. You know, here's what I do on it, and don't.
Like, I always hate the people like, oh, well, you know, you should do this, and, like, try to sneakily, like, trick you into stuff. Like, no. Treat people like an adult.
Most people don't even want to talk to you.
Exactly. That's what I appreciate with Target. They don't tell us to, like, haunt people. They're like, acknowledge them, ask them if they need any help, and then shut up and go away.
I know, it's horrible. I'm actually lowering my comic prices next month. Fucking mad. Because I haven't had a lot of comics lately, so I figured since there's low demand, I'll lower them a bit.
But
If it comes high demand again, I'll raise them a bit.
yeah. Just remember, Minty, the reason why you are charging is because you have a skill that they do not. And you have time, so you are paid for your time.
You also have your discount again.
Mhm.
I still have 2 commissions I gotta finish for you, girl. I would've worked on them today, but I try not to work on the weekends. Because otherwise I'll get nothing of my own done. That is my one rule, is like, I don't work on weekends.
But you get paid for your time and your skill that other people do not possess. If they had the skill, they wouldn't be paying you for the work. Ergo, get paid for your time.
Oh, sure, yeah. I can even just talk, you know, I've written comics my whole life, even like back when I had crayons, so I'm pretty good at like setting up comic stuff to begin with.
Panel layout.
Oh, I love panel layout. I
She
hate
do.
Instagram for that. Everything has to be the same size. That's not how comics work.
I hear her coming unglued.
Tumblr
so
was
often.
great for that, though. I could do pretty much anything as long as it was like vertical, which didn't always work for the thing you were trying to do, but oh, it was so great.
Yeah.
Yep, you should charge more. Charge all the money.
Because not only does that mean that you're not getting paid properly for your time, but by undercutting other people and not keeping it parity with people at your skill level, you are actually bringing down the money for them too. Because other people will be like, well, this person is cheaper, why aren't you cheaper? And they'll try and use that to negotiate lower prices. Work together, rise together. Keep your prices up.
What the fuck is this bit of hair I drew?
It's escaping. Ooh, $50 each.
Nice!
Wow. That's pretty beast for emotes.
If they're really good at it, they deserve it.
Yeah. I've seen some people doing some remarkable shit with pixel art. Damn.
Oh my god, yes, and that pixel art is great. My emotes are fairly cheap too. But you do good emotes, you should charge more.
It's luxury good.
It is luxury good. You can really charge whatever you want.
Yeah. Charge what the market will bear.
I try to adjust it by how much I'm in demand, and I've been fairly in demand, but animated emotes should be more expensive than that.
Yeah, for sure.
Animated emotes are a pain.
Because if you're doing an animated emote, you're basically doing 4 or 5 emotes, depending on how many frames you're using. So it really is, you know, that you are making more emotes, so it should cost more by definition.
There you go. You should still charge for it, though.
Yes.
Though I do sometimes charge more for things I don't want to do, so people will be less likely to ask for them.
Okay, the Beavis and Butthead tax is objectively
Yeah,
funny, though.
no, yeah. Anyone who wants me to do that, no. Fuck you.
That was objectively funny.
Fuck you. I'm not doing Beavis and Butthead. Eat my ass.
Just watching her come unglued on stream having to do the Beavis and Butthead was great.
Plus $10 for every one.
It's cumulative.
Fucking hated it. I tried to charge like more for plushies because they were such a pain to like get the fabric, make the plushie, mail it out, all that stuff compared to like digital art, but I could never charge enough.
Yeah.
Like I could never charge more than people would pay. It got up to like $200 and I was like, you know what, no.
And yet the Minty persisted.
You go, Minty. Make a name for yourself. Make a name for all mint kind. I got squid music going. I mean, they're fun, but I don't want to do them at the rate people were asking for them. Now I can't even really do them all that much anyway, because when I was doing plushies, I was in school. So I had like time in between classes. Now I'm at home all the time. I can draw whenever I'm home, so I draw so much, so I'm not even doing my little craft projects as much anymore. Like I said, I haven't been working on myself. I think that's gonna turn out pretty okay. I'm not sure how the mouth's gonna look.
Oh no.
I need to figure out how to get them cleaner though.
Well, like when you pierce it in.
Like, they always seem a little dirty to me.
Hi-oh.
Hello!
Hi.
Konnichiwa.
We still all need to get together and do more 7 days. It was a lot of fun.
No.
Yee.
No.
More 7 days. Zombie.
Yes.
Yo. It was fun. Oh, you got your internet fixed? Did you get better service out there? Hopefully. Good do. Oh, I'm off tomorrow.
I'm streaming at, 6.
Yeah. I don't usually stream every 7 days unless it's like during the usual time. But that's just fun for relaxation.
It's a little hot. I'm gonna turn on the fan.
Yeah, they won't hear.
I guess I should get rid of this mic. If we're gonna be using these mics from now on.
Yeah, I would say you could like...
You could donate it.
Yeah, you could donate that one. Let's see. Monday, I would be off at 3 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, the usual time for me. I'd still be up for that if you're around then. Sunday, I'm just off all day, so it's easy peasy.
Tuesday, you're off too.
Yeah, off on Tuesday.
What you guys spend time in?
Yeah, that's the time when the wife gets smooches and we get groceries.
We don't really need groceries this week, though.
We might like get some fruits and stuff, maybe.
Oh no, we're pretty good.
I ate all the sausage.
You ate all the sausage ones?
Yeah.
We'll get you some more sausage ones.
But yeah, we could probably just like either donate that mic and we could just keep a hold of this one as a backup mic. Yeah, Minty, like I said, get you like a, cool cloth and just, you gotta bring your temperature down slowly.
Yeah.
Make sure you have some water, not cold water, room temperature water. Take it easy. Your body's got to rehydrate properly and rebalance. Yep.
Okay, makes my fun.
Okay, dear.
Don't judge me.
Uh-huh. I love you too.
Oh. Okay. Why does the mic keep going in and out? It's like someone's pushing the button.
I'll push your button.
Don't push my buttons.
Beep, 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 beep. You know, it's funny, when we were looking for that Kamen Rider thing, there was a thing on there for, like, a bunch of the other, like, tokusatsu stuff was all listed on one thing, and I've already forgotten what that thing was. But,
Takeshi's Castle?
well, there's Takeshi's Castle, which I still think we should watch, just for funsies. But, no, there was, like a channel or something on there, and that looked like that was, it looked like, because I'd seen somebody on Twitter say something about, like, they were watching a bunch of shows on something. I'd honestly forgotten what it was. And I think it might have been that. 'Cause I would really like to watch some of the tokusatsu and stuff that, like, we don't have, you know, Netflix or something. We can't watch it anyways. So it'd be fun to watch some of those. Apparently, Kamen Rider Geats is really good. Drunk!
Drunk.
Do you have drunk?
I have drunk, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
not carbonated.
Oh, do you want me to get you one of your crystals to pour into it?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Stretch!
Dope.
Doritos.
Stop it, dude.
Bother.
Stop it.
Head fats. Gimme.
I'm sweaty.
Stretch your hands, lift your legs. Give me head pats. Yeah.
Stretching hands. One,
two,
two,
three,
three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10.
Good job.
Go take rest, Minty. This will be up on the Patreon when it's done.
Yeah.
Whenever I switch from hot to cold, I get such tummy problems.
Yeah.
I want to be in a place where it's just cold all the time.
Right.
Then I'll have no tummy problems. Go lay down!
Yeah. I have far too much practice with being out in the heat, so I'm used to
Oh, I'm
it.
terrible with the heat. I like barf.
Between marching band and working in a greenhouse, it's like, I'm just used to being out in the heat. You gotta take it. Take
Go
it easy. on
rest.
yourself.
Go rest or no Minty art. I love the cold. I'd rather it be cold.
Me too. Because like when it's cold, you can just bundle up and be all comfy and happy. When it's hot, it's like you can only be but so naked and it doesn't help.
I get really bad when the temperatures start to change, or when I go from really hot to AC, and then my tummy gets all crampy.
Yeah, marching band and soccer, so my right knee is always a little funky at times, but thankfully I don't have like arthritis yet.
We're also old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, your touch screen.
Wow, this song really sounds like a Splatoon song. What, you mean Japanese? Actual words that she said to me.
Did I?
Yes!
Well, did you fucking do that?
The song had a very specific vibe that sounds like a Splatoon song, not just Japanese. I'm not just a fucking weeaboo. I have a good musical sense, and they have a particular vibe that they go for. You mean butt.
Stop being dumb. Alright, Paul, do a poll. Cold versus hot.
Alright. Yeah, there it is. Good pull.
Cold gang. Me and Paul vote cold. He gets too hot at night to be in anywhere hot. He'll just die.
I would.
He'd just perish.
That's why I have my I have a little AC thing that actually hooks into like your sheets, so that way it blows like the cold up your body kind of thing, and it is remarkably effective, and it is one of the few nice things that my parents gave me.
But if it's cold, you can snuggle in blankets.
Yeah.
Plus you can do more physical activity because it's cooler out.
Votes go bird.
I vote blankies.
I added blankies as a hee.
Blankies are just cold to begin with, so blankies count.
Holy shit. 40 for cold. Blankies is up to almost 30. I allowed people to use their tokens for more votes. So people could be like, I rigged it.
Eventually it's gonna be too hot for everybody though.
We'll all perish. Nobody voted for heat. There's still 0 votes for heat.
Good.
Holy shit.
Because heat is terrible. Fuck heat. It's killing Minty right now.
Everyone's just like, no.
The plant is dying.
She's
Don't really
wilted.
die, Minty. I'll be upset. You'll make me mad.
Wilted mint in the corner.
She's wilting.
Holy so many people voted for cold.
Cold's best.
Agreed. I'm chilly, willy, my tail's gone. Ah, achoo.
I feel like no matter how cold it got, like even in the ass end of the world, you could still probably put on enough clothes for it to like not be noticeable. But I feel like there's no amount of like anti-heat shit that could like defeat the hottest heated places in the world.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's only but so many steps you can take. Like, we have a range of existence for humans, and it ain't that hot. Like, you know, doing the window tint, and like if we had a house, we could put that paint on the outside to help reflect the heat. But
Yeah, but there's only so much you can compensate for.
yeah.
Like if it gets too hot, I could just literally set myself on, or too cold, I could just set myself on fire. Then I'll be warm.
For a brief shining moment. Oh, What type of camera are you looking for?
The kind that takes pictures, honey.
Well, yes, generally. One person voted for Heat. Hilarious.
They're the virgin.
Quack. The struggle to be cold or colder. Enhance cold.
I mean, the snow's pretty bad, I guess, if you have to deal with it like all year.
I like snow.
Yeah, but you don't have to deal with it all year. We rarely get snow.
Yeah, Virginia gets snow like once a year, maybe. If we're lucky. So like here in Virginia, we get like 90 to 95 degree weather, but then we have like 90 to 95% humidity, so it sucks ass.
It does.
In Texas, it's like 105 and the humidity is like 60. So, like, that's better. It's still miserable.
People always say chugging water, but like, no matter how much water you have, you still feel hot.
Yeah.
Now you're just hot and wet.
And at a certain point too, like drinking water is not as helpful because you've lost so many electrolytes. Like the water is not hydrating you. The water's not watering, damn it. Oh, a camera for a con.
Don't take any upskirt shots.
So yes, Cold won with 76 votes. Blankies was in second with 41 votes.
Which includes cold. Can't have blankies if it's hot.
Found a pair of sunglasses to take pictures. That sounds like the kind of thing that ends you up in jail.
That sounds illegal.
I mean, I know it's not technically illegal, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to have Google Glass, but like still.
Apparently that's one of the reasons Google Glass didn't do so well, is people didn't like the idea of always having a camera.
Yeah, people don't like to get recorded. Especially when they're just like sitting there. It's kind of weird.
It's a shame, I love AR.
That's why I don't like that fucking scalp asshole that comes in his full military uniform, but he's there with a fucking tablet recording everything as he's walking around. He wants to flip shit and show it to his buddies. Fucking douche nozzle. The
Why
one
doesn't he just take a picture?
Because he's fucking weird. We finally figured out what that one Weasley looking guy was doing.
What was he doing?
So he's actually, he's an Amazon reseller.
Ah.
So that's why he was always squirrely and looking around at stuff and taking a long ass time and things. And then like getting like 8 of something and leaving. It's because he's a reseller.
Hmm.
I was like, ah, so he is a squirrely ass douchebag.
I mean, as long as he buys the 8, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, technically he's buying stuff. So.
I just don't see why they hide them.
Yeah, like...
I could see why you'd hide them if you were stealing them.
Like...
But does he just not have the money now?
Yeah, like, the Weasley guy, he at least buys stuff. And honestly, we wouldn't have even noticed him if he wasn't so, like, Weasley. Like, he legit is, like, slinks around and is, like, trying to be all sneaky ways. And it's like, dude, we don't fucking care. You're buying the stuff.
As long as you buy it, who cares?
Yeah, and like he's mostly getting clearance stuff, right? Because he's trying to flip stuff for a profit. The guy in the military uniform, we watch him because he's fucking squirrely and he's just hiding stuff. And he's either like hiding it for himself to buy later or hiding it for other people to get, I guess.
But why would you hide it? Do they think someone else is gonna buy it? Is that why? Why not just buy it then?
Like I said, I think sometimes he hides it to buy later, or like he's hiding it for other people to come in and buy, and like he gets a finder's fee or something. I don't know. All we know is he's just a Weasley shit, and he records things all the time, and it's just weird and gross, and especially because he's coming in his full military uniform. So like, dude, you're a U.S. soldier coming in to steal toys from children. That's a great look there, buddy. It's like, at some point it's just going to be like, you know what? No. You got your name on your front thing. Let me go, send that to your commanding officer. See what they think about you coming in a military uniform, you dick.
Legit.
He's always just a chode. Like it really annoys the shit out of me because that's like his day is to come in and steal toys from children. It's like, I know you should have something better to do, buddy. It was like one of my regulars came in looking for Hot Wheels stuff for his kid, and he's like, "Oh man, look at this!" And he shows me one of the ones from the box I just put out, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty cool." He's like, "Yeah, this thing's like $100 or something, but it's for me." He was so happy.
But it's for me.
Because he collects Camaros, like that's his thing, and so like it was a Camaro, and it was like one of the chasers from the box or something. He was like, "See, it's got the shiny metallic paint. It's neat." And I was like, "All right, buddy, have fun." Like he was so happy. Like we got the one guy that gets the Camaros, and he gets like Jurassic Park stuff for his kid, and
there we go.
there's like one guy gets Civics. He likes Civics. And like all those people are fucking normal about it, and it's fine. So like, you know, them, I'll keep an eye out for. It's all good.
Alright, let's arrange these.
It's kind of funny. Apparently, what I heard from one of my regulars was that in the stuff that'll be coming out next week, probably, there should be a like a Jeep or like some kind of vehicle, but it's the Jaws one.
Yeah.
And his wife really wants it because we saw a picture of it online. And it's like, yeah, buddy, I'll keep an eye out for it. It's like, it's fine.
Alright, 8. Which is my sexy face.
It will. Lewd. Well, you did draw a picture of Minty, so making kissy faces at Minty. Like I had a couple of people come in today that like I legit kind of wanted to ask like, what the hell do you guys do? Because they were like, there's two guys, they were in like their 20s or something, and like one was obviously like gym rat, spends all his time in the gym kind of thing, right? Mm-hmm. And like they were getting like the R2D2 Lego and the Optimus Prime Lego and like something else, so that they're slapping down like $600 worth of Legos like it's nothing. And I would just be like, what the hell do you guys do that you have all the time in the world for the gym, but also like ludicrous amounts of money to spend on bullshit? Like, what is your job? What is your day? How the hell do you have this much money?
Landlords.
No, they're like 20.
Landlords.
Yeah, maybe.
Born rich.
Yeah.
Landlords. Where is my boyo?
Your boyo?
There he is. My boyo.
The boy?
The boy.
The boy.
Because we're done requests, we're gonna work on the boyo.
Woo! Beach is their job. It's not lifeguard, it's not surfer, it's beach. We're actually getting that Ken in, the one that comes with the surfboard, and his job is beach. That'll be next week, probably. God, that is gonna be such a fucking cluster, because it's like, it literally is the whole department being redone. So, it'll be interesting. I'm not sure how much they'll get done, how fast, but good luck to them.
I should probably actually break this up into 2.
Goat.
Goat.
Goat simulator.
That way, their arms can bend a little better. Alright, I'm going to start on these pieces.
Hey, bullets go brr. Can you see what's going on in this?
No.
Yeah.
The game's weird.
I got the one ricochet, bullets go brr. I also have baby with a beard, so sometimes when people die, bullets fly out from them. Which I think is a reference to the Kennedy getting shot.
That's horrible.
Well, that's one of those like conspiracy theories, right? That like there was another shooter kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's one of the things is like, see, there was obviously another shooter, and there was like a baby over here with a beard. That was obviously the secret shooter.
I don't think that's how the conspiracy theory works, but okay.
I mean, there's like the grassy knoll, like though it came from over here kind of thing. There's a lot of conspiracy. There was somebody. What was it? God. There was somebody was talking. Oh, because they were talking about aliens at work.
Oh yeah, because they like admit it, like aliens or something.
Yeah. Well, the one person says that they're real, and so like one of them said lizard people, and I was like, oh wow, yeah, that's the racist conspiracy, and they were like, it's racist?
Yeah, because it's Jews.
And I was like, yeah, because it's the Jews. And they're like, and I was like, my wife loves conspiracy theories. That's why I learn about all of this shit. I hear this all the time.
Okay, all conspiracy theories are usually based in some bit as racist, okay? Like,
Yeah.
They all kind of start as racism.
But it was like,
And
like
just go further out, you'd be hard-pressed to find one that isn't.
flat Earth.
Still racism.
Really?
Yeah, because those ones go back to like someone is controlling the information, and it's always the Jews.
Yeah, okay. But like,
If it's not the Jews, it's the like not Jews, quote unquote, like the Jewish question and not Jewish people, that sort of thing. They get very dumb.
it's obviously capitalism is controlling the world.
I mean, look at Ancient Aliens. That comes from racism.
Yeah.
How could these people who are from a third world, quote unquote, build all this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So that's racist.
That's one thing that I had said was just like
Atlantis.
yeah. I was like, look, people can do crazy amounts of stuff, and it's very easy to underestimate what people can get up to if they put their mind to it. And so, like, that's where a lot of that'll come in, because it's like, well, how could they possibly do that? Well, if you have tens of thousands of people working simultaneously, all skilled laborers, and also told to do it, whether they like it or not, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
They were paid to build the pyramids.
Yeah. There was a lot of, like, it wasn't all slaves. There was a lot of skilled labor, obviously, because
It was actually mostly not slaves. It was farmers. Because for a good chunk of the year, they had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Because the Nile was flooded.
Right.
So they gave them like they found huts around where people would have worked.
Mm-hmm.
So they with remnants of like food and beer. So they'd give them food and beer.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, you're not doing anything for 6 months out of the year. You want to come help us build the pyramid? And you're like, yeah, fuck, yeah. Got you paying us? Cool.
Get paid, get food.
That was, people always think it's slaves because they think of like the Moses type deal.
Right.
But
right.
actually there's no evidence apparently of any like large scale Jewish enslavement in Egypt. So that might not even be real.
Hilarious.
Like they had at the size that they say there was, there's no evidence.
Of course. But like, yeah, like we even have evidence of like how they moved some of the stones. Like we have some of the engineering and things like that. Like it's perfectly doable. It's a little weird to us now because we think like if you don't have technology, how could you have done this kind of thing? But it's perfectly doable.
The pyramids are like the usual thing, but I always think of the Moai statues as the biggest one. Because even though they've kind of figured out how they built them and how they got them over there, they're still not entirely sure why. And it's such a neat thing.
Mm-hmm. If you're doing something that makes sense and is perfectly common at the time, you're not going to write down that, like, I went to Greenbrier. No, you're not going to write down where is Greenbrier. You're going to write down I went to Greenbrier because Greenbrier is right there. Everyone knows where Greenbrier is.
It would be more like I drove here, but they don't talk about like the infrastructure that built the roads or why you follow the road laws.
Mm,
Like, why did you drive this strange route instead of just going directly there?
right.
That's really more. It's like, I love that kind of shit.
Yeah. And learning about textiles.
Textiles is cool.
I like that one where it's just like, what the hell is this weird cube? We think it's a religious thing. It's like, oh, bitchin', you can make sweet fucking gloves with this.
People always needed gloves.
Yeah, man.
Fingers get cold.
There was the one that was the, they couldn't figure out what the tool was, and it was like, it's for putting your hair up. It's for weaving. And it's like, and it's bone, because bone good. We still haven't figured out anything better than use bone for this, so why wouldn't you use bone?
A lot of early sewing utensils were bone.
Yeah, it gets sharper as you use it, and it's really durable. It's like, it's a good tool. I was actually, there was a research project into, like, you know, we always think about, like, cavemen making stone tools, right?
Mhm.
And, like, knapping flint. And so they're like, well, we know that this was a really big deal because being able to use tools really advanced what we were able to do.
Mhm.
But we don't have a lot of practical data on some of the consequences of it. And so what they did was they studied, because like a lot of people still do that now. So they studied the people doing it and wrote down their injuries,
Yeah, that does tell a lot.
which was like statistical data that we don't have. And it was like, how many people like suffered cuts, how many people had to get stitches, how many people had severe injuries, how many eyes lost. That was a specific one. And it was like, you know, back then making these tools would drastically improve what you could do and what you could survive, but also was stupid dangerous. Because even now, it's stupid dangerous. Like the amount of people that had to get stitches or had severe injuries, finger losses, and eye losses was actually very high. And that's with modern medical technology, which means that back then, making these tools would have really helped your tribe, but also could have killed you very easily. So it's like, wow, neat.
Human beings are pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like, that's really cool data. That's freaking awesome. I'm still keeping an eye out because now that that paper's out in the wild, I want to see people check it. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to look up. What the hell is appetite? Because, like, I only know that in the context of Minecraft, which is not useful at all.
I only knew this in the context of Minecraft, which is not useful to me at all.
Yeah. So, appetite is a group of phosphates. Respectively. So it really is just like a raw ore. That. Okay. So why on earth would they be using just like a raw ore? You could never properly use that in something.
They probably know more about it than we do, though.
Yeah, but like, okay, so like, see, like all of these are apatite, right? But all of them are going to have different chemical compositions because they're going to have different amounts of the different minerals in them. And I was wondering if they were just using apatite as like a common nomenclature for something and not like necessarily what it actually was. Because like you might call something an alloy or you might call it a specific name, right? Both are technically correct, but one is useful and one isn't as far as determining what it is. So like depending on what the appetite is, if they meant that as just like a common name for the thing they were using, because they were also talking about it having copper. The copper in it was causing the stuff, but appetite doesn't necessarily have copper, so that's what I was really confused by. Sorry, science nerding. Because the thing was talking about it was a lead appetite, and apatite doesn't have copper in it. 4 extra, 3 common, written as calcium phosphate with chlorine. Calcium phosphate. Yeah, so it doesn't have copper in it. So where's the copper from? Explain your science, sirs. I wish to know how your superconductor works.
Maybe there are more articles about it.
Maybe. Cause yeah, it was a lead apatite. Yes, here's one. Yeah, because the thing was, they were talking about like, oh, it'll be a superconductor up to 125 Celsius. So it was like, it can be a superconductor up to the boiling point of water, which is ludicrous. It means it'd be usable everywhere. And people are taking appropriate data. Unclear about their fabrication techniques. Experiments in a complex containing layers of copper. Are that one's doped with copper material? Oh, okay, so they doped it with copper. Okay, that's where the copper's coming from. I was like, that doesn't even make any sense. There was no copper involved in this. So it might be like what was happening with the, there was a group researching a light sensor that was somehow getting a 200% conversion rate, which is not how science works. You cannot convert something higher than 1-to-1. It don't work like that. And what they think was happening was...
You mean I can't give 200%?
Yeah.
Illegal.
It doesn't work that way. Science goes illegal. What they think was happening was basically the electrons were piling up on the first layer, and then as more were coming, it was knocking several out at once. And so it was making kind of like a, you know, bowling pin kind of thing. So once it got built up enough, then you would start having that 200%. Because at first you would have nothing, and then you'd have 200% conversion, which was impossible. And so they're like, so we're going to study this more because that's impossible. They weren't just saying like, we've developed a way to turn 200% of light into power. They're like, this can't be right. It's neat, but we're pretty sure this can't be right. So we're going to check it more, which is the way you should science. Those were the ones that were trying to make a, basically like the watches that you would wear for like your Fitbit kind of thing. How they have that little sensor to measure your pulse. They wanted a non-contact pulse sensor to be able to, like, you know, monitor patients and stuff, especially people who are like in situations where you wouldn't want to touch them. And so they had developed this thing that was sensitive enough to monitor your pulse from across the room, which is really cool on its own. But they were getting 200% conversion rates on their sensor, and that's not possible. So, still very fascinating, interesting stuff. Because science! There's always more to learn. I love science. Science is fun. Is that like a purity talisman?
Oh no, it's just you know, priests have those like bands that they put around them.
Oh, so it's gonna be like a vestment.
Yeah.
Yeah. shibari, but with prayer beads.
Yeah, really funny prayer beads. You should.
It'd just be funny to see like a yokai just tied up with like prayer beads and talismans.
Well, they do have like Buddhist type prayer beads.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this with blue. Sure. I'll do red. Getting sleepy, honey?
Yeah. It's just been like I ran out of energy today. It's the end of my week. I'm done. Honestly, like it hit around 2:30 at work, and I was just like, I am done. There is an infinite number of more things to do, and there's no way I can get it done. So, do as much as I can, and then just chill. Like yesterday was like, I have way too much to do, I can't possibly get it done, and I know some things I need to get done. So here, this entire vehicle is all backstock. I don't have time for that. Because it was like 8 repacks of new toys. Like, I don't have time to sort all of this and still get all the pallets put up in the air that they wanted. So, like, here, this thing needs to be backstocked. I don't have time for that. I'm going to do this now. Bye. Be right back.
No.
I, unfortunately, I'm sorry.
No neck. I'm fine, thank you. Do you though?
Yeah. My face keeps going.
One.
Drunk. Hi, cat from a void.
Because you're thirsty for the titties?
Hey.
The goat titties?
Everyone is.
The giddies, if you will?
Goat milk.
Goat milk.
Hey.
Today we are working on a VTuber because all of the requests are full.
Goat cheese.
I swear I will eventually get this finished.
Mm-hmm.
When, I do not know.
And then you can put the goat on the auctioning block.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll auction it off or I'll raffle it off, and I don't know if it's cool to just sell the design afterwards, like, for people who want the rig.
Some people do. Some people have like
But does it work like an adoptable, where like you get the thing and then no one else can have it?
You can do it either way. Some
Okay.
people are just like, hey, you can get this as a base, and you can like buy a base and then edit it how you like, kind of thing. And other people are just like, this is an adoptable, whoever gets it, and that's that. So yes, question mark? Depends. People. Let's screech. What I should be doing is, since I'm off stream and can do some grindy shit so with poor people, is I should go do my Kobold missions and stuff on Final Fantasy.
I don't think they'll be bored. They're there for you.
Yeah, but some of that stuff is kind of tedious. Like, I need to like grind some of the dungeons I've done again to get like the currency to get the better gear. And that's probably boring.
Nah, I think they'll like it. No brain.
Smooth brain hours. You're in this stream. It's smooth brain hours.
Oh no,
all
this
day.
is a very relaxing stream, right?
Mm-hmm. We are not a wake up stream. We are a go sleep stream.
Why is this so thick? Oh, I know why it's so thick.
Why is it so thick, wife?
Because I have the line effect on this layer. Shh, 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 don't touch me. I know how to art.
Wrong layer.
I could be
Con.
doing this in the mirror thing, you know, but I don't like using it. I'm old and lazy. Maybe I should make this a point.
I see a lot more people using the mirror stuff nowadays, especially for VTubers, just because.
Yeah, I should. I don't like it.
Like,
I don't like it.
I think
I don't like working with it. It makes me cross-eyed.
I think for a lot of VTubers, they use the mirror tool because, like.
Yeah, usually they're symmetrical anyway.
You gotta make your symmetrical waifus.
I don't like them fully symmetrical though. Like I get like the arms and stuff like that, but I don't want the. You know, people aren't naturally symmetrical. I don't really like how symmetrical VTubers move, honestly.
Fair.
I wish they were a little asymmetrical in their movements. But it's part of the program.
There's not a lot you can do about that.
That's actually one thing I kind of like about the 3D VTubers, is they're a little less symmetrical.
And then you go really 3D, like the VR chat ones, and those are back to symmetrical again.
Yeah.
Which is ironic, because, like, you know, fleshy people are not symmetrical. I follow like an artist, and then they're always posting like some furry memes from VR chat, and some of them are like objectively hilarious. And one of them was just like, man, VR chat is great. It's the cheapest, best free program I've ever got. Hey, what's up with that? Oh, he's got a new avatar. It's got the bone stuff in it. It's like, oh wow, how much is that? Oh, it's like $600. Okay, so I got a new rig, and hey, wait, how is his fingers moving like that? Oh, see, he's got a bodysuit. It does, oh, wow, cool. That looks really good. So how much is that? Oh, it's like $1,200. It's like, oh, well, you know, if I'm going to get that, I'd better get a better headset too. And, you know, that way I can have a computer to run it and I can have a nicer model. Oh, I spent $3,000.
Suspiciously wealthy furries, man.
Free game.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm at best I'm gonna commission that one person for a 3D model if I feel like I need it.
Yeah, the low poly.
Because now there's hand tracking. I do like the hand tracking. But that's about it. And that's just because I talk with my hands. But I couldn't just like buy a model that was, or get a free model that was just off the cart unless I was like doing a character that already exists. I have to like, I'm not even entirely comfortable getting it commissioned. I want to do it myself.
Hey.
Artist control. The need for control.
Urge to customize Rising.
I don't even like to do commissions, even when it's something I'm not good at. I'm like, nah, I would have done this, and I would have done that.
This is what being married to an artist is like, y'all. You get a small window into my life. It's
I'm
wonderful.
so sorry, bitch.
I just said it's wonderful, you meanie. Bullies me? They didn't even pay fun time tokens for that. You're giving them freebies.
Honey, you bother me with the tokens. I guess I'll keep on this till it gets to 3 hour mark or I hit a stopping point.
Yeah.
I think I'll do purple. I should actually add that to the value.
I value you.
There we go. And this for the line work. Palette. Busty.
Hey. Bustin'. Run from the bees! The bees!
God, I'm on layer 47.
Mid-tier intensifies.
I know, right? It is a VTuber.
Yeah, it's gonna have a shit ton of layers.
And I do have an entire, like, reference thing down here, which I guess I can technically get rid of. Because I don't need it anymore. I have all the base shapes. So I can get rid of all those layers. That's good. And this. That I'll keep there.
3 weeks later. Why isn't this working? What's missing?
I would like to do an alternate with the longer ears, though, sometime.
Yeah. Because then
So
it's that one type of goat.
I don't know, I think it's cute.
Hey. What type of goat are you? And it's that one that's got that freaking dumpy.
They can't help it.
They're basically like, what if sheep tried to camel? That's why they have a fat ass, because it stores fluids. Those are the ones that would have been around with Jesus.
Bros with Jesus.
Hey. You know, I haven't really heard for when the next season is going to be on that. They seem to be taking their time with each season, which is good, because they, like, objectively put out really good shit when they do. Like, Jolene was fucking great. So, like,
I think Jolene was good because the writing was good, though.
Apparently the, Horse Race for Jesus is also good, so.
That's good. It seemed like the writing really improved with, was it Star Ocean?
Yeah.
That one made me cry. Like, before that, I was just watching JoJo as, like, an entertainment. I was just like, ha ha ha, let's see how weird it's gonna get. And that one I was, like, actually invested in the story, and it was so wild.
What will these fools get up to this time?
That's pretty much, yeah.
Oh, Joseph, you silly old man.
Because everyone talks about how good Stardust Crusaders is, but there's pretty much no plot and barely any character development.
Yeah. Especially not for Jotaro.
Yeah, Jotaro doesn't have character development, and there's something to be said for, like, you know, it's different, which is good. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's bad, it's definitely entertaining, but
Yeah.
it's not something I would, like, write home about plot-wise. Whereas, like, Star Ocean, I was legit impressed
Yeah.
about how well it was done. It had
Star
good
Ocean was
writing, it
so
had good
nice.
character design and development. I was just impressed all around.
Foo Fighters is best.
Foo Fighters was fun.
Hey. Use my stand, Holy Diver, to put a flip-flop in you. Why? Because it's weird. Fucking flip-flops on him titties. Why, he got Crocs all over him. Weird ass.
That was weird. Like, everyone had, like, an interesting story, especially the quote-unquote villain.
Yeah.
Jolene had, like, an interesting drive. Like, she, you know, had conflict with her father, but she's trying to save his life at the same time. Like, what was Jotaro's conflict? My mom is suffering. I have no conflict about my mom. I guess I'll go save her.
I gotta go find this twink in Egypt because
Yeah.
my mom gonna die otherwise.
And Dio was so disappointing in that. I was like, they built this guy up so good, and he is such a fucking pussy.
You've always...
That was the only death battle I liked, was when he fought Homura. and she won because she woulda. Because
Yeah.
he's a fucking pussy.
You always.
He can only freeze time for like 10 minutes. What is like 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Fucking pussy ass bitch. What are you gonna do in 10 seconds?
He's a vampire. A lot.
Okay, didn't do enough to beat Jotaro.
Yeah, but he was also like figuring out how to do it. Which like.
Cause he's a bitch.
Because he's a bitch. You know, what's really funny too is like. He could only do it for as, like, Jotaro could only do it for as long as he could hold his breath, right? Which meant that Dio could, like, in theory, be able to do it far longer and better than anyone ever could, because he's a fucking vampire.
But he's fucking stupid and a little bitch.
Yeah. He's got a bad case of little bitchitis.
He's such a little bitch. Oh my god.
And now he's a velociraptor.
I was so fucking disappointed in that whole damn season.
She was so
For that
mad.
ending. I was like, we went through all this crap for this loser? And he was built up so good. And then when they actually found him, I was like, he's a bitch!
He's a bitch. He died
What a bitch! And he died like a bitch. Yeah,
Stone Ocean.
Stone Ocean is the good one. Stardust
Yeah.
Crusaders is the one that's just kind of entertaining. But it's everybody's favorite. But Stone Ocean is so much better written.
It was.
It's like crazy good writing. As far as JoJo goes, anyway.
Eh.
And then like the murder plot one, I watched it, but I wasn't all that interested. And the mafia one, I just stopped.
Yeah.
The shippers are really into that one though.
Yeah, Stone Ocean, like, if you get a chance to sit down and watch it all, you'll
It
really
made me
enjoy it.
cry.
It's really good.
It was really like I really was really impressed.
They did a fantastic job with it.
Which just surprised me.
Yeah,
As someone who's seen all the Jujus,
all of the jujubes.
I was like, whoa, writing?
Yeah, I know, right? Where'd this come from?
That's really what it felt like. It's like, oh crap, someone is writing well. Compared to the other JoJos, I imagine, because they're not just, hey, let's go punch things to death.
Yeah, and now we're gonna be
We have character development.
coming up on Horse Race for Jesus. So
Not the two balls one, though.
that is the two balls one.
Oh, it is
Oh
the
no,
two-
no, oh no. Yeah, sorry, that's my fault. Yeah, that's the one with the guy in the sailor outfit. That's the one with the two sets
Yeah.
of balls. The Horse Race for Jesus, the one guy does throw balls, like that's a thing. But it's not. He has an extra pair of balls.
I mean, Joseph threw balls.
Behold, friends, my cracker. What? Joker's boner? I'll show them a boner.
Plus, the villain in Stone Ocean actually felt like a
Mhm.
threat when he showed up, as opposed to Dio, who felt like a threat till he showed up.
Yeah.
I'm still bitter about this. He was built up so well, and then was such a disappointment. I was fucking mad.
She was. Like, Dio does a lot of stuff when he, like, a lot of good when he is able to manipulate and move things into place.
The fucking like cars and the other guys, like they just showed up and were like, "We're fucking boss. Here's a ring or you'll die." Like no build up, and then they had a great fight. I loved it, but fucking Dio was just a bitch.
Here's our theme song. It slaps. By the way, now you're double married. Get used to it or die.
Congrats. Also, I liked Joseph because he was just kind of a loser.
Local himbo finds himself double married and in a death game. News at 11.
And I thought that was funny.
It was.
I'm really sad they didn't dub him with a horrible British accent.
I know.
Like an American doing a British accent, which is exactly what I thought he might sound like
Yeah.
when I was watching the dub. When I was watching the sub. I was like, I bet he has a horrible American take on an English accent.
It would have been good.
But no, they just made him American. I was disappointed. I was like, this could be more obnoxious.
It's true. Gotta make him cornier.
Come on, make it worse.
Here's my new friend, Smokey.
Oh god.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of that in the fucking Stone Ocean. Didn't have to deal
No,
with
the
that
priest
crap.
was fun, and I loved him. I loved it when we learned more about his character, and I love how he solved everything.
I like that it was just like average Florida cop, and it's like fucking gorgeous ass people, average Florida prisoner, and it's that one lady with the yee ass hairdo that looked like the doll from Rugrats.
I don't know what Dio's. I think they all just have like, they don't try to fake any accents.
No.
Not in the dub anyway.
And Dio's British, so he would just have
He
like
would be British, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's been everywhere, so.
Mhm.
The fucking loser.
I think the word you're looking for is whore, dear.
He is a whore. But he also kind of fixed the world
Yeah.
in Stone Ocean, so.
In Stone Ocean, Dio objectively did nothing
He did
wrong.
nothing wrong. He did objectively everything right. He solved all of the Joseph's problems in that season.
The priest won and Dio did nothing wrong.
The priest did die.
Yeah.
Didn't he get like crushed to death with reality or something?
You died. It's fine. It's a JoJo. That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Remember when that chick got crushed by the cars and is like retired? And I was like, no, she's fucking dead.
Retired. Yeah.
What? No.
That's not
That bitch is dead.
It's like two freaking crumpled up cars around her. Retired. Unable to battle. What? That's not the word you're looking for there, buddy.
That woman's dead. She ain't coming back, bro.
I mean, like, this is, after all, the series that brought us the Nazi cyborg.
I always forget about the Nazi cyborg. He has a figure coming out.
Wasn't even the bad guy for that season.
Yeah, those guys were fun. Very gay.
I like to,
Let's marry a man when we come out of our fucking 1,000-year sleep.
And, like, for him, it wasn't even, like, he didn't have, like, a redemption arc or a change or anything like that. He was just like, we can't take over the world for the Nazis if these freaking super vampires do it. That's terrible. We better fight them. And at the end, he was just like, so anyways, I'm still a Nazi, and then just walks out into the battlefield to commit war crimes.
I know! There was a Nazi in the one with the one with Joseph and the Aztec
Pillarmen,
guys.
yeah.
Pillarmen, that's what it was. I always forget.
Yeah, there's a Nazi cyborg, and he does actually save the day. Like, the Nazi cyborg and the Nazis does save the day and help fight the Pillarmen. And then at the end of it, he doesn't have, like, a character arc. He doesn't, like, come around and be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't be Nazis. He's like, ja, this was fun. And then he just walks out in the battlefield to die. Like, he just goes out with guns a-blazing because that's what he wants to do. Like, he has chosen to do it, and fuck you.
I'm going off to be with the people from, what was it? Helsing.
Yeah,
I'm going off to Helsing. Goodbye.
And that's his end. The last thing we see of him is him just walking out into a town firing his guns at everything. And it was like, Stronheim died the way he wished to, in battle.
Good for the Nazi?
It's like, okay? Question?
And he's got a figure that's out now.
Yeah.
For like no fucking reason. And I always forget there was a Nazi.
Because he's got a sick-ass chain gun and a fucking, like,
I
stomach
think it's because,
laser.
I think all the Nazis are in fucking, Helsing.
Yeah. God, Helsing.
They are,
really
yeah.
Good.
There was a post, it was like, since Oppenheimer's going, if you want to watch a movie about the Japanese take on the bombs, watch Grave of the Fireflies. And a bunch of other people were like, no.
Yeah.
Watch Barefoot Ken. Grave of the Fireflies has nothing to do with the atomic bomb. It just has to do with the war. And it's kind of fucked up, because they took those kids in there, who are based off real people, one of which died. The guy didn't. He grew up and wrote the book. And they put them on the edge of, like, 80s Japan and have them look down on it, then look at the screen and shake their head in fucking disgust. Because their kids don't appreciate the shit that their grandpappies went through. And so they took literally dead children and were like, you should respect your grandparents, y'all fancy children with your laser discs and your... And it's fucking gross.
You're Akira's and...
You're Akira's.
And that one meme that everybody has to do now with the vehicle slide, because you gotta. It was cool in Akira.
It was cool in Akira, though.
It was.
But that's fucking gross.
Yeah, it's a little gross.
So now I, like, can't even watch that movie. Plus, like, the girl died because of her brother. He could have just gone back to their aunt. He just didn't want to. And he even said that, like, the guy who wrote the book, he's like, if I had just gone back with my aunt, I wouldn't have died. You know, she wouldn't have died. She was abusive, yes. But they would have had food? And she was pissy because he was staying at home, not going off to war, not going to school.
Ah, so he was being a neat.
Well, he was 12.
Ah.
She was horrible and abusive, but, like...
He was 12. Okay.
He was 12 and his sister was dying. I forget how old he was, but he was very young. Plus, like, those guys who were like, you damn near youngins. Like, we're also denying Japan's horrible crimes during World War II. Yeah. And still do. Japan is still like that. Alright, Paul, what do you think of the boobs?
Very boob. I like a little bit of stretch of the fabric to make it look like they actually have some weight and they're not just booba socks.
Yeah. Oh, I hate booba socks. I put booba socks on your avatar.
I appreciate that. That must have been painful.
It was!
Ah, that body pillow thing is going to be fucking heinous to walk around in. I cannot
I'll have to
wait.
start printing it out, I guess.
I can't.
I put my new red cartridge in.
I can't wait to just bring that suffering on the people at the con. It'll be fun.
I'm gonna be a bit embarrassed if people think that's how I draw, though. No, this is ironic. It's ironic. No.
This is my wife's art. Here's where you can find her stuff. My wife drew this. She got one of those books on how to draw anime.
Horrible. Horrible the things you do to me.
Throw you under the art bus.
Rude.
Hey, Twisted, have you seen what my wife drew? And then post up the body.
Oh god, no.
Maybe that'll be the next meme, drawing your character like how to draw anime.
That would be fun, though. Draw your OC like a how to draw anime character.
Yeah.
Fucking nap. They're horrible lately.
Yep. They did some kind of, like, they had to do a bunch of woodwork next door, so I'm wondering if they, like, really fucked things up in the next door apartment. Because, like, they kept having to go downstairs and, like, throw out a bunch of sawdust and stuff.
Or maybe it's just the heat. But in Japan's defense, Americans are also horribly racist.
Still are. It's kind of our thing.
We kind of have systematic racism baked into the country, so...
I saw this one, it was like, it's like, what is it with the freaking anime girl PFPs and just saying the most heinous ass shit off the cuff? And it was like a picture of like some of the girls from Lucky Star, and it's like, this user is about to say a slur no one said since the 50s.
Sometimes the slurs are so weird or so old, I have to look them up.
Yeah. What was, like, you asked for
the
like...
K word for Jewish people?
Yeah, that's what it was.
I was like, why are they saying kite? Because I thought it was like a flying kite. I'm not going to say the actual word, because apparently it's horribly offensive. I had never heard that in my life.
Yeah, I had to
I was like, what the fuck is that?
I had to explain to her, I was like, yeah, babe, that's the
I
slur
had
for
never
you.
heard it! Well, I don't hear a lot of horrible slurs for Jews to begin with, because I don't live in a place where that's a thing.
I mean, you live in Virginia.
I mean, yeah, but they're not open about it.
True, it's usually black people.
See, nowadays people cover it with like the Jewish question and lizard people.
I still don't even know where that comes from, but I guess it's just like they're not really people. They're, you know.
The lizard people?
Yeah, they're wearing people skin, I guess.
I'd have to look it up, but I believe it was one guy who started it. Because I remember listening to a last podcast on the left about it forever ago.
Huh.
Like literally years ago. But it was one guy who was like, hey, lizard people are running the country. And it's always like the elites, lizard people.
Yeah. Was it coastal elites?
It's all code for Jews.
The leftist coastal elites. Because it's not like there's, cities on the coast. And that's
I mean, rich people are fucking horrible.
Agreed.
But they're probably not drinking babies' blood.
I mean, there's that one guy. That one guy.
Yeah, who's taking his son's blood.
Yeah.
But that's what they think they do. They think they make children scared and drink their blood while it's scared, so you can get like this one fucking element in the blood, which is an actual element, but it doesn't stay in there after the stuff is gone. It's like some kind of enzyme or something.
So they're just trying to Elizabeth Bathory it up.
Yeah, that's why they want abortions, so they can have more babies to drink the blood of.
No,
obviously.
As you do.
And it's all at like the Grove place, like Bohemian Grove. That's where they do that.
Okay.
Obviously. Which Trump isn't allowed at. It's really just a place where rich people and famous people go to pee on things.
Of course.
Like, it's just a bunch of rich people get drunk and pretend to be religious. They don't actually believe anything.
The Garden of Good and Evil.
Sort of, kind of, yeah.
I only know that, like, tangentially. I don't actually know
read
what
the
hell
book.
it is. Oh, okay.
I read the book because my dad was taking me to Savannah, where it takes place.
Oh, neat.
It's a pretty good book, actually.
Of course it's in Georgia.
Yeah. It's lovely graveyards in Georgia. We visited a bunch.
You've had fun.
Mm-hmm. My dad kind of drove me through them, though, after a bit. And I was like, oh, I don't look at my graves. They're cool graves. Some are like benches. It's cool.
Oh, neat. Have a bench above the grave so it looks like you're sitting on their face.
Oh, no, the bench is the gravestone.
I know,
Yeah.
but the placement would be at the head of this tomb. So it looks like they're sitting on your face.
No.
That's what I would do if I had a grave.
If I had a grave. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
However, I intend to be donated to science and then the rest is incinerated.
It's kind of fun. Well, it's not fun because it's horrible, but it's interesting to watch like the transvestigators get in on this shit because they use the same stuff that people used to use to say that people are lizard people. Because it's all the same shit. To the transvestigators, like, everyone in power is like, the worst people think that everyone in power is trans, and that's what they had to do to sell their soul or whatever to Satan.
You just trade your junk.
You trade your junk to, like, be famous, and that's how Satan gets you.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I love conspiracy theories, and they get fucking nuts. It's great.
They do. They say some stupid ass shit. Like, some of the stuff...
I really shouldn't be as happy about them as I am, though. They do cause trouble.
I mean,
They're so interesting!
I was gonna say, you look at it as, like, anthropology.
Yeah!
Like, you just, like...
Like, when you hear someone say, like, the world is flat and there's no space,
like,
you gotta fucking be like, why do you think that?
Here
And
we-
you gotta, like, dig into it. Like, how can you not hear that and be like, really? Well, what made you think that?
Here's the wild racist in its natural habitat. Observe. as he says
Those
some-
kind of ones really do come down to, like, there are people in power who are making things worse. And by knowing this, I have some control over my life and the world around me because I know this thing. And obviously everything that's bad is because of people in power, which it is, but it's not because they're making the fucking people think the world is, round. It's like they're so close.
Yeah. It's like, you almost
You
got
almost
there.
got it, bro! But it's not that.
Well, now the next one's gonna be aliens are real. That's
Oh,
the current thing.
Yeah, the lizard men are usually aliens. Either from space or the core of the Earth. And that's if you believe in Hollow Earth. Which I don't know if Hollow Earth and Flat Earth people are technically against each other.
Yeah, because you can't have a hollow if it's
Yeah,
flat.
I guess it could be flat with a world under it.
But
Like
then
as a
it's
little
not flat,
pancake
then it's
layer.
round. Personally, I like the one that was like the moon landing was fake, but in order to get the shadows the way we did, we had to build a building-sized laser specifically to
Yeah.
make the shadows, even though that would have been, economically disastrous to do.
And also, they left a reflecting thing down there, and you can literally shine a light with a laser on it and see the reflection off of it, like with the naked ass eye. Like, this is a thing you can do. You have to have a powerful enough laser, but they'll do it for you.
Yeah. I just like, it was just like, yes, we obviously would have, instead of going to the moon, spend more money than the moon landing cost to make lasers just to film it on Earth. Sure. Okay. I do kind of like some of the stupid, like some of the theories are really fucking crazy.
Again, it's the world is changing fast and I am scared.
Mhm.
So I will come up with thing to make world not change so fast.
I mean, like,
It's the same with like transvestigators. Something new is here that I don't understand. I will make up things. Everybody is trans, and they obviously aren't trans because they want to, like, it's part of who they are, like they, because I'm not trans, so I can't understand that, so it must be some conspiracy from Satan.
yeah, and you know, like the aliens giving us technology, like that's how we have VHS and Velcro kind of thing. Like as much as I do love that, because I do think that's fucking hysterical. That like, yeah, we'll give you alien technology, but only like incidental bullshit that won't really like affect your society because
I
you're.
thought it was microchips.
Well, that too, but it's also like, you know, that's why we went from VHS to CDs, was because of aliens. But like a lot of the times when people are thinking that is a thing, it's because it's really hard to understand just how much work and cool shit human beings can make given the time to work on it.
They didn't like that it went so fast.
Like
it did go really fast, technically.
it did. And there was, like, you know, now we have our hard drives and things like that, right? There was a declassified satellite that the US made in production with Kodak, of all people, because it was a spy satellite and it had miles of film in it. And what it would do is it'd take a shit ton of pictures as it was going over certain places with mechanical regularity, because again, didn't have all the computers and stuff. This was doing this like physically. And every, 100 feet of film, it would cut off a chunk of it and automatically roll it up, put it in a cylinder, and drop it from orbit.
Too
and
cool.
a plane flying around on regular rotations would catch it. And that's how we got spy satellite stuff from a lot of places.
That's so cool.
And this was,
I love analog shit. It's so wild.
and it's like, and if you think that humans can't do stuff and our advances only really came because of like getting stuff given to us by aliens, you can't wrap your brain around, holy shit, that's incredibly cool and really detailed and hard to make. And a bunch of very incredibly intelligent people worked really hard to make that. And we would have never heard about it for decades because it was classified.
I mean, that's like saying I did this with AI because you can't understand how I drew it.
Yeah. Like, people had to work, and people had to work to get us to the moon. A lot of very intelligent women put in a lot of work to calculate how to get us to the moon. A lot.
With slide rules.
Yeah, which
Slide rules, motherfucker!
my dad, an engineer in modern days NASA, still carries a slide rule because it's just kind of a thing for engineers to have them, even though you, like, obviously you wouldn't possibly need one nowadays.
They're
But
still useful.
they're still useful, and they keep them around. It's just like a nod to that, because like we have come so far and created so much, but it was still done with human hands and human work.
Humans are cool.
Yeah, humans make incredible shit. Sometimes the stupidest thing you could possibly imagine, but they'll still do it. We get to get off our planet by blowing stuff up in a very particular way that doesn't blow up the stuff that we don't want to blow up. And that was our solution to getting off the planet.
Humans can figure out a lot more than we give them credit for. And I think we're kind of like separated from that these days because everything's kind of digital and done for us. So we're like, how did they do that? But like, analog shit was really creative. I still watch that channel that does a lot of the analog review things, and the way they figured out how to do subtitles on TV
Yeah,
by
that was
putting
really cool.
just a bar of different lights down at the bottom of every filming that the TV could read as a basic binary and shit that out.
That you would never see.
Without any connection to the internet or anything like that. It was just like pre-programmed to do that. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
You know, because we had to figure out how to do a lot of stuff without the technology because the technology didn't exist.
It's just super cool.
I mean, thinking about adding color to TV.
That was a huge process too. Learning, like, they went through a lot of stuff.
I mean, figuring out how to do it, how to make it look right.
A lot of early colored stuff was either mostly red or mostly blue, like more than any other color, because that was the easiest ones to work with.
Yeah. And usually very, like, not necessarily garish, but very stark contrast between the colors. Because you didn't want subtle colors, that would be hard to show. And, like, we've gotten much better at doing that now, although now a lot of people are filming shit and it's all blue. Because it's friggin' so damn dark. Ooh, we gotta have, what's that word? We're like natural lighting.
Diegetic?
Diegetic. Fuck that shit. No diegetic lighting. Fuck you. Put some damn lights on your set. Pay people. But like, you know, two guys did it and they're really famous directors, so I gotta do it now. And
sometimes I think it's not the actual people, it's the people, the funders, you know, the producers and stuff.
Yeah, there is some of that because, like, lighting people are, not guild, union.
Yeah.
Lighting people are union. So, you know, we won't pay
But
unions.
even like that, like that's why Sonic looked the way he did in that shitty Sonic movie before they fixed it, was because like the fucking producers and stuff were like, we want it realistic. That's what Disney did with like the Lion King and stuff.
Yeah, just ship it. And there's also a lot of, we don't want to necessarily give the people enough time to actually finish working on anything. Just
Well,
ship it.
I would argue that Sonic design was probably more work intensive than the other Sonic design because it had more realistic detail.
Yeah.
But it looked objectively worse. But they didn't care about that.
There was a very good breakdown that I was listening to about some of the stuff that happens with like, because like graphics, like the CGI stuff is not usually union. There's also like,
They should unionize what's going on right now.
yeah, but there's only but so many like companies that are buying CGI that are like having, you know, add special effects to this shot kind of thing. And the way that they purchase the bids on doing the CGI is very deceptive. Because they'll go to a CGI company and say, hey, we have 50 shots to do. And then they'll bid on how many shots and, you know, that kind of thing. And then the company will be like, yeah, we can do the 50 shots for this amount. And the thing is, one shot might just be editing out a wire that they use to help a person look like they're flying. One shot might be wire, shadows, lighting, CGIing on a costume, and, you know, doing a facial replacement. That's still technically one shot. And so there's drastic differences in the amount of time those shots will take, but it's still sold as one shot and given the same amount of time to do it.
Which is, it probably ties into the old way people used to edit stuff. Like, editing one shot would probably be not so different from editing another shot.
Right. Because you can only have but so much stuff done on a single piece of film.
Yeah. Because you're not drawing stuff on, right?
But CGI is drastically different.
Yeah.
And like, I like...
Unionize!
Yeah. I like, you know, I liked watching how they did some of the old school, like, analog special effects. I did find that really fascinating. Like, even, like, how they did some of the stuff in Star Wars. They filmed it in front of a blue screen so that they could create a matte to then cut out the X-Wing and add it to another shot kind of thing. Like, that was really cool to, like, find out about. There was one where it was a perspective trick shot, basically. They had a guy doing this like dance, and there were like little fairies doing the dance by him, right? And they were supposed to be like shin high, but this was done in like the 50s, right? So there wasn't like a way to do that special effects. So what they had was the guy was dancing on a stage, and the background behind him was actually a mirror. And off to the left and down a ways was the stage where the actual people were dancing, and they were being seen through the mirror, which was making them appear small around him. And then to add to it, they also had puppetry. They had some little puppets that were filling in around some of the people, but it gave the appearance of having a bunch of small people. It was really cool. And
A lot of these people probably before, you know, special effects of films got really big were probably stage people, which does require a shit ton of finagling.
yeah, a lot of that like sleight of hand
Yeah.
and misdirection. The there was one where like the guy sits down in his chair, passes out, and then like gets up and looks down at himself, right? And they basically they double exposed the film to make him move around himself. And it was
That's
like-
how they used to do ghosts.
yeah, that's what
Ghost
it was.
photography.
Like, it was super slick. So it was basically ghost photography to have this guy move around himself. And the only way you could really tell was the him laying down was much darker than the surroundings because of the double exposure.
Yeah.
It was like, it was so cool. And just be like, oh yeah, this is how they did it. It's like, what? And then there's Charlie Chaplin. It's like, how do you do this? Well, he's a fucking lunatic and he did the stunt.
You can see that on like a lot of early cartoons too. Like some of the stuff they did, like moving backgrounds and with like actual built models and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm always impressed by like the Fleischer stuff because they were really on the edge of like things you could do. I didn't know that the effects when like, especially in like Sailor Moon, where like you see all the sparkles and stuff and everything seems so much brighter.
Yeah.
That was done by when you did the cells, you just shine the cell light from below. You just cut a hole in the cell and like you didn't paint over it and you just shined it straight through.
Oh, so it's just like a just different angle?
It was just like a hole in the background and the cell, so the actual light from under the cell and the background that the cell is on top of could just shine through, because those things are on top of lights. So that was literally just light shining in your face.
Hilarious.
I always thought that. I was always like interested on how they did all those sparkly things in Sailor Moon, especially since it was like you know, cells.
I remember that one shot that was like the really long tracking shot through the whole thing.
Yeah, and
they
they just pull out the long ass leaf.
They just show it's just like a 20-foot long piece of paper. And
Yeah,
like,
because they
holy
had to
shit.
paint all those backgrounds. And since it wasn't like just a straight line, it like went in angles and stuff. It was all like weirdly angled.
Yeah,
It was cool.
they had to draw stuff at jank angles to make it look right when the thing was in motion.
That stuff always impresses me. It's so cool.
That's why I loved, like, you know, again with Star Wars, they showed how they did like a lot of little gweeblets and stuff on the models to make it look like it was way more important. And it was just like, yeah, no, see what this was I kept the sprues from a model kit, and so we were able to use all those pieces to just add little gweeblets by just like gluing them on, and it looked like it did stuff. And like some of them were kind of shitty because they're sprues, so that made it look like the place was worn and lived in, because some of it was janky and some of it was nice.
Making things look shittier is legit harder in any art form, I swear. It is always so much harder to make things look dirtier and shittier than it is to make them look clean.
Yeah, because you can't make something perfectly dirty. That wouldn't be right. Like,
Well, just like, think about if I was drawing something that's clean. That's a lot less detailed than something that's dirty.
right. And nothing is uniformly dirty. Like you'll have, you know, smears around the edge of a smokestack or things like that, where like you can see where it's caused from, but it's never uniform. It's not perfectly rounded or symmetrical and stuff. which I always love that. Good Gweeblets and good, like, decay is just great to look at. Because you know somebody put so much fucking work into it. Probably far more than they should have, but...
Unfortunately, artists are kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's the double-edged sword of just being a creative.
Mm-hmm.
You put so much extra work in, and sometimes not for this extra amount of pay, because you want it to look good. It's just how things go, unfortunately. Which is dumb, because I really found, by watching you and Melissa try to do things, y'all don't know the difference between like something that took a bunch of extra work and something that didn't. You legit can't tell.
I mean, like, it's really more one of those, the brain fills in a lot.
Yeah.
And so if you have a good concept and a good framework for smooth brain to fill in, a lot gets filled in.
I've noticed that with AI, it's like normal people can't tell why the AI picture is bad.
Yeah. Like,
they might know it's bad, but they can't put their finger on it and stuff.
And
but it's that whole like, I think your art is good. It's like, oh yeah, but like Ghibli's way better, Tezuko's way better. It's like, well, I mean, I find it impressive. He's like, oh, you're right. I don't need to impress artists. I just need to impress you.
It's true. And it was pretty funny.
It's
like,
a good lesson to remember as artists. You don't need to impress other artists. You just need to impress normal people.
There was a thing recently where, like, you know, because AI art is, of course, like, it's iterating, right? So some of it is getting better. And people...
I don't know, a lot of it seems to be getting worse lately.
It is, because a lot of it's cannibalizing on itself.
Yeah, it's cannibalizing itself.
But, like, some of it, like, people have objectively just been taking it being like, I don't know what's wrong with this, but I'm pretty sure it's AI. And, like, they can't figure out, and then, like, artists will come in and be like, oh, it's here, and the shading here, or things like that. And people are like, yeah, it's like, instinctively, we have been designed to figure out that something is unnatural, something is wrong, or something is jank. Like, it's in our DNA to figure that out. And we are really, really good at it, which is why most times when anybody actually consults with CGI people before trying to do a shot, they'll tell them things like, never focus on the face. Faces are one of the things that we are just in our DNA to figure out. And if you try to do a bunch of CGI on the face, it's gonna be really shitty, and everyone's gonna know something is wrong.
Like when they did that one guy's mustache, Superman's mustache.
Yeah, when they added that in. But the majority of the face on Davy Jones is CGI.
Yeah.
Other than
What?
around the eyes. Other than around the eyes, everything else is CGI. However, they got an actor who was experienced in working with wearing prosthetics, who was therefore much more expressive and emotive while doing stuff. And they left the eyes largely alone, which allowed them to do everything else.
Look at that snatch waist. That's just snatched ass waist.
Yeah, it's Mr. Steal Your Soul. But because they did it that way, they were able to focus on what they could do and what does work with CGI. So the tentacles, the movements, and everything else. And because they had that expressive actor, they were able to take your eyes off the face while still looking at the face. So nobody noticed that CGI'd to hell and back.
They did do a really good job.
They did. And if
Which is funny because stuff today looks worse because
Yeah.
they don't pay people.
They don't pay people, they don't take the time. Like, if you watch the behind the scenes on it, they did a lot of work, a lot of layering, and they took their sweet ass time to make it look right. But they also had the people involved both in the acting and the shooting of it to make that CGI succeed, because you have to work as a cohesive thing for it to be an enhancement, not a replacement. When you're just like, oh yeah, we'll just CGI on costume later, that's how you get the Flash. Where it looks like ass, and the actual physical costumes they wore during filming are better than the CGI ones. Or, God, what was it? one of
Green
the
Lantern?
well, that too, yeah, for sure. One of the Avengers ones. I don't know if it was like the Big War one or whatever the before it, but they showed behind the scenes on that one as well, and they're just wearing a white bodysuit because the entirety of their everything, not even just like the person, but everything from the neck down was CGI'd, and they didn't have a plan for what that CGI was going to be until after they filmed it.
Yeah, because they just put these things out so damn fast.
And so that blew out of the water any planning or setup because there wasn't anything there.
They wouldn't even tell the actors like what was gonna happen because they didn't want it to get out. How do you expect people to act?
Yeah, if you're acting alone in front of a green screen, you can't possibly put out a good performance. You know, I'm sure people have seen the one of Samuel L. Jackson when he was doing that one scene because they were like, well, we need to shoot this thing and we're not shooting it at the same time as the other stuff, so like, don't worry, we'll just CGI it. So he's sitting in a room on a chair with a stick in his hand with some little dots on it so that they can mocap it. And he's acting against nothing, with nothing, and no anything in the room. It's like, how could he possibly give you a good act? And how could you possibly get a good thing out of it because you're just CGIing all of it?
That's why I liked all the physical shit in the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
It felt really fun.
Like the physical sets and everything.
Yeah.
That's, you know, again, that's stage play people working on that. That's what that was. Once again, everybody go see the Barbie movie. It's
It was
really
really good. Lots of fun. Especially if you're a woman.
good.
It's really good if you're a woman.
Mhm.
If you're a guy, it's still fun. And I think they need to make it a musical.
Yeah, they do.
They need to make it a Broadway musical.
For sure. It already lends itself really well to that.
Yeah.
Like all the bones for a musical are already there.
And musicals are like somewhat big right now because High School Musical is coming back and Hamilton was really big.
I'm still surprised by the High School Musical thing. I can't believe that's still
I
going on.
entirely missed the
Yeah.
High School Musical altogether. Like, I think it was actually somewhat out when I was growing up, or at least like started when I think I was still
the
the
first one,
age
yeah.
group, but I was like, no.
Yeah, that was.
Why would I want to watch that? I loved musicals too, so
Yeah,
that
like,
shows how little I cared.
it was really aimed young and kind of weird.
It was aimed at like little kids,
Yeah.
like 12-year-olds or younger. Like that's really young.
Hmm. I don't know. I just like it never clicked with me. Not even like the memes from it, like nothing from it clicked.
I was a little too old for even Avatar when it came out.
Mm.
The cartoon, not the
Yeah.
shitty movie.
No one was old enough for the movie.
Not the Avatar movie, but the Blue People movie.
Mm. Yeah, the movie which now has had 2 movies that have reached over $1 billion and had exactly 0 cultural impact whatsoever.
Someone pointed out that all the movies that have come out recently have been called woke, and they've all done really good.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, like, okay, so like Avatar made $1 billion the first time. Had exactly 0 impact on anything.
Yeah,
and just
it's so
disappeared.
weird that it disappeared culturally harder than Game of Thrones after its shitty ending.
And the second one made even more money and sold exactly none merch. Like, can't even sell it on clearance. It has moved nothing. No DVDs, no merch, no nothing. When it went out of theaters, it was forgotten.
Just like the first one.
Like,
Maybe because they're
How?
very boring movies.
like how? Like, I couldn't even find people who'd seen it. Like,
The guys I watch that do the weird news saw it.
yeah. Like at work, I asked people, nobody'd seen it. Like at all. It's just like, this movie has touched no one and made stupid money.
I still kind of want to do the burning part.
Above the head. I think that would
No,
be cute.
well, yeah, I'm not sure about the one above the head. I think that might be beyond my ability. I'm not sure how you do fire with a VTuber.
I mean, you could do it.
I'd probably have to Google it,
Yeah. And you could do it as like a,
but I'd like to maybe do the design on the boobs.
yeah. But like the floating above the head, it could either have like effects or it could just be like a pinned item that would then move because it'd be pinned between the horns.
Yeah,
So
it'd be cool if it had a little bit of physics.
Instead of like a ripple like a hair would do, it could just be like the flames would wiggle. I think it'd be doable. It'd be different.
Plus, you have to find someone who could rig it,
Yeah.
which is also another thing.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want to put out any riggers. His hips don't lie.
Well, they lie on their tax form.
No, he pays taxes. He's a good boy.
Shakira doesn't.
Well, yes.
Shakira's hips explicitly lie. What is it with all these rich people not paying their taxes?
Because they can get away with it.
That's the first. Oh, they don't. They're the ones that go to jail for not paying their taxes. Like, that's the first thing they do is half-ass it.
They don't go to jail.
Shakira did?
They don't go to people jail. They're still rich.
Yeah. It's just like, that's the first thing they do. It's just like half-ass it. And like,
You think they could just pay people to do that?
that's like, bro, you've got so many end runs around bothering to pay your taxes. How did you fuck up this bad?
And rich people can get out of paying a lot of taxes too.
Yeah.
Just get a decent guy to do that, and then who cares?
Like, I guarantee you'll pay an accountant less than you would ever pay on your taxes. And they have so many ways to do an end run around it. And then they'll be like, and then here's Trump that pays no taxes and then gets arrested for it.
I mean, Elon also doesn't pay for anything. Rich people think they don't have to pay for anything.
That's how they stay rich. Not pay for nothing. Don't pay your employees profit.
Yeah, they don't. And then they say they don't work.
No one wants to work for the money I'm offering.
I know, right? No one wants to work, doesn't pay employees. There's something just kind of really fucked up in the brains of like super rich people.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's not even necessarily super rich. My former boss there in GNC, like, I narked on him. Fuck that guy. I don't like to talk to, I don't like to talk to cops or the judges or anything like that, but yeah, no, fuck that guy. I narked on him. He wasn't paying his taxes and crap. He was treating his employees like shit. He was slinking out of paying overtime to people by technically writing them as working in different companies, because every one of his different buildings was listed as a different pills and powders company. So then he didn't have to pay anybody overtime. And then also, when it came time to pay for his business license and his taxes, because they were all separate, he got to fall under small business codes, even though he was a larger business and a GNC, because he's a franchise.
That's how they do it, really.
Mm-hmm. Like,
No one has a lot of money because they did the like morally correct thing.
yeah, like when,
Except Dolly Parton.
like when he forgot to pay for his business license because he just doesn't want to pay for anything, and so he just didn't. And then when that dropped on him that he was going to have to start, like, it's a lot of money if you are above $1 million, and his multiple buildings were above $1 million, but because they're all like listed individually, he paid like, I think it was $1,000.
Good.
Well, it would have been like $1,000 a day for his company if it was actually like listed correctly.
Well, then not good.
Yeah. But instead, because he's like, oh, I'm just a small business, he got to get away with paying fuck all.
I give a paunch. It's a paunch.
Primordial pouch.
Yes. You know that bit on the ladies that some dudes love and some dudes are just don't like women.
I'm confused. Why do you have this spot? Organs, my dude. There's organs in them there hills. I like it, Tom. I smooch on it whenever I get a chance.
Yes, you do. I don't like you touching my tongue.
She is a house cat.
No touch Tom.
She presents tum, and then when I kiss it, I get bite or claw.
Ask permission and then maybe you can.
Kissies are the asking.
No, they're not.
Kiss tum. Ask permission.
We'll finish with this snatched ass waist. And then we'll end for the night.
No organs. Organs are stolen from others. That one episode of Invader Zim where it's, more organs means more human.
What a healthy boy you are. It's so full of organs. Invader Zim and Ed, Edd n Eddy are the two shows I'm like, now that I know the creators and shit, I'm like, why did you let them do these cartoons? Why?
And the one Digimon.
And, yeah. And Japan's weird, though.
Your favorite one, but
Yes.
still, objectively, you knew what this person was like. Why did you let them near this child's cartoon? I mean, I'm sure it was.
He asked.
He asked, and Serial Experiments Lane did push a lot of merch and stuff, so
Did it?
I think so.
What Serial Experiments Lane merch have you seen?
Like manga and DVDs.
I guess DVDs.
Was Serial
Give me some merch.
Was Serial Experiments Lane good? I ain't touching that.
I liked it, and I still haven't completely finished it. It had a video game, so I guess it was somewhat successful. You don't get a video game without being somewhat successful. Then again, Hoi Hoi San had a video game.
It did.
Hoi Hoi San was not successful.
Not even a little. Well, I mean, I guess it was a little.
Not enough.
Yeah.
I don't know, some series just don't click with people.
Mhm.
Even when they get like a shit ton of manga. They never get an anime. I've read some manga that had like 200 chapters and never got an anime adaptation. It's always kind of weird. Maybe just bad luck.
Was first broadcast in Tokyo at 1 a.m.
Yeah, it's a late night anime.
Ooh boy, yeah.
Late night anime are usually pretty popular with otaku.
Mm-hmm.
There's less censorship that late
Yeah.
for sexy or not sexy, like both.
It was awarded an Excellence Prize in the 1998 Japan Media Arts Festival for its willingness to question the meaning of contemporary life and the extraordinary philosophical and deep questions it asked.
Yes. Paunch.
Hey. Anime News Network noted that the English dub was decent, but that the show relied so little on dialogue that it hardly mattered.
That is true.
That's funny.
There are huge chunks of that show that are completely silent. It's a very vibe anime. Like, I love just the feeling of it. I love just staring at the fucking telephone wires and hearing the buzz.
Yeah. I wonder if there's like stats on it.
I think it was as successful as a art house kind of anime can be.
Like, it does seem like it was popular, but I don't know if it, like... I don't know if it made money is like a better question.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any merch. It doesn't really work for merch.
Yeah.
God bless it.
Huh, apparently it was a flop in Japan.
Ah, understandable. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, like, it was well received at night, and like it was like well enjoyed, but like profit wise, like it didn't move stuff in Japan.
Yeah.
And that's, you know,
Of
like,
course it didn't. Look at it.
like that's how, like, you know, Chainsaw Man,
Yeah.
massively successful and like well liked, but over in Japan, for some reason, the anime is a
They
failure.
were mad it wasn't like the manga.
Like,
The manga's not as good as the anime, I'm sorry.
the anime did like terrible over there according to their metrics, which is insane.
Entirely based on Blu-ray sales. It's still getting a shit ton of merch though.
It is, and like
But
the merch,
merch also relates to the manga, so I
Mhm.
guess that doesn't necessarily count.
and they're still kind of like, you know, some of their ideas for if it's profitable or not comes back.
Ahoy!
To, ahoy! Hi, Pixel. Like, it comes back to, does it help sell the manga?
Yeah, that's really the point.
Like, if it's moving the manga or selling Blu-ray.
Didn't they say the manga sales went down though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it moved so little product when the anime came out.
Yeah, the anime second season is probably not going to be that good.
Yeah. Which is really bizarre because it's like incredibly successful here. You're here to chaos problems.
You cannot chaos me, I am a demon lord.
Are
Just
you
look.
are you allowed to say tech support anymore, Pixel? We heard that you were forbidden for asking from assistance.
I mean, this is a very boring stream, so.
Still banned. Suffer. What was going on that you needed assistance for? I never got to hear about what was going on. Just that you were made to suffer. Monster kept crashing. Ah, unfortunate. Thankfully, recently our streams have been fairly crash-free. We had a bit of jank at the start of this one. We don't know why, but it's fine. Worked out. But otherwise, they've been largely stable. I only really had that one on the one day I went to go fight the bird lady, and freaking Final Fantasy just decided to shit the bed and crash my entire computer. Oh, well, as long as you're safe and indoors.
That reminds me I should say.
Yeah. Curse of the save. Save corrupted.
Don't even say that, you'll jinx it.
I don't think I've ever seen you have a corrupted save. Ever. I don't think that is a thing that happens.
Not no more. I've had in the past.
When Final Fantasy had that turbo crash, that just fucking ate the video. I was so torqued. There was a 2-hour video that just died. Thankfully, I was able to peel it off of Twitch and then post it to YouTube that way, but still. It was obnoxious.
How much interactions do those get anyway? I'm super shit about uploading them.
Exactly none. No one's watched my YouTubes. But
I'm
I
sorry,
post
they
them.
haven't watched my YouTubes either, if that makes you feel better.
I still post them. I'm being a good husband.
We could link them under, I guess.
Could do.
Like, in the info area. That might do something, but it's not like we're making money off of it, so I don't give a fuck. I just
Oh.
put it there for, like, when patrons want to watch old stuff.
Well, we couldn't make any money because no one's watching.
Yeah.
It.
But we're not, like, signed up to make money or anything.
Yes, because no one's watching it. You have to have.
And plus, I curse too much.
I don't think that actually means as much when we have these 3-hour-long videos. It's only if you do it like right at the start.
Fuck titties cock.
Yes, but you're 3 hours in.
Rewind.
I'm fairly certain that we didn't say eat my entire ball sack at the start of the
Eat
stream.
my entire ball sack. Elon Musk is a fucking divorced dad.
Big divorced dad energy, yeah. Man, I was at work today and I was thinking I wanted to get more of those stupid ramen cashews from the 7-Eleven.
Well, we could get some tomorrow if you want.
The fact that we can't get those in adult sizes
Wait, I don't
really
think I
irritating.
ate all mine. You could look in there.
I see a blue bag in there.
There you go.
Once the stream ends, I want to
You
crunch.
can eat them now.
No, I'm not gonna crunch on Mike. Nah.
Turn off your mic.
Man, I told her there was a pretty big thunderstorm near work, and I was about to head out because it was starting to slow down. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll just go in between the waves. And I was standing out at the exit waiting for it to die down a little bit, and right as I started to go, a fucking lightning strike hit the parking lot next to ours. It's like, nope, never mind, and went right the hell back in. And when it happened, one of the people that was one of our
Oh, I'm sorry.
aw,
Well, watch them on YouTube if you like.
yeah, but one of the people that brings stuff out to people that order online, and one of our managers was out at the time, and she screamed when they came running in. It was like, yeah, that's fine.
Paunch.
Hey, headless punch.
It's where the love is stored.
Yes, in the punch. And in the kissies. Love is stored in the kissies.
Da-da-da-da-da.
I can do that.
You want mine or his? I haven't uploaded on mine yet.
Alright, this one is mine. So the gaming streams.
And this one is mine, so the art streams.
Yeah.
Also, if you ever wonder where I am, it's just Melle-d everywhere.
Hey.
No one ever has this name. It's great. I love it.
I came up with a good name for a wife.
Yeah.
It's her rap name.
Yes.
My wife, well known for rapping on channel.
I'm not gonna rap.
Please do not.
I have no fucking rhythm. I'm not gonna rap.
Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Pixel.
I'm sorry. I
That
cannot
sucks.
give you a car. But I would if I could.
I hope you were not at fault for it, and I am glad that you are okay.
Hooray! I try to upload mine. Usually I'm a month behind. But all I post is videos. It's just for people.
Minty liked the Chad cold from our poll.
Oh yeah, he missed Pixel missed the vote. We voted for what's better, cold or hot. Obviously cold one because it's better. Alright, let's unsnatch this poor guy's waist. I don't know, he's got a pre-snatched waist either way. Kill her!
No, that's what the insurance will do for you.
Alright, the goat has everything except arms.
Equip arms.
Equip arms.
That's a reference for like 2 people and my wife. What are you talking about? Your arms have always been there.
Just so stupid.
You put the arms in the cake.
That's all that's left though, so this guy's almost done. Except for like the heart, which I'll figure out later, honestly.
Yeah.
Got kissy bow tummy,
Yeah.
and big old titties, and fat thighs.
And hooves.
And they're all expressly covered, so you cannot touch them. He is a lamb of God.
Reach.
Which God, who knows?
Yes.
Alright, that's gonna be all for tonight. I'm glad we got some more work done on this. Tomorrow, we're gonna do Poke Fusions. So if you're on the Patreon, no thighs. If you're on the Patreon, put in your request. I'll try to get whatever ones I can do tomorrow. And we will stream then. So same time tomorrow, 6 p.m. I can't talk right.
Yeah,
Have a good night.
Fezzy, you came in.
I'm sorry. I've been streaming for 3 hours and 15 minutes.
You came in on the end of things, honey. It'll be there tomorrow.
Go make a Pokemon request.
Yeah, put in a Poke request in that channel in the Patreon.
I hope this isn't too dark now that I look at it.
But yes, there's fat thighs. They're right there on screen.
In fact, you could lift up the thingy and see the fat thighs.
Oh.
Wait, I gotta merge this layer.
I was gonna say, do you have the layer to do that? Or is it a forgotten layer?
Oh no, I did the snatched waist too. That's supposed to be separate. There we go.
Too many layers.
Oh no!
Oh no?
There's line work on the snatched waist. There we go. Okay, I'll get this figured out. Okay, there we go. Thighs.
You did it. Thighs.
Thighs. Oh, what color?
Yeah.
Mine's pink at the moment, though. It's kind of faded. I need to bleach my hair again.
She repinked
Purple!
Ooh,
Well,
purple.
it's perfect.
Fun.
Now it's just boobs and thighs.
Yeah, that's all you really need, right?
That's all you need.
I guess you could put arms on there for the weirdos.
I don't have any arms.
You could do like the floaty arms, so they're like separate from the body, like Rayman or Command Prompt. Taskmaster, that's what I was thinking of.
Nah. Nah.
Bah.
Nah. She
Bah.
does have a tongue.
Liam. Liam, Liam, Liam. Suck my Memphis.
I gotta figure out where that snoot chunk is on.
Go to Bam Memphis, go Piss Piss.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the closed mouth. Duh. Now it looks like Sokka Bam.
Go to Bam Memphis, Bam Piss Piss.
That's the tongue. It's based off a Baphomet character I had. Originally, it was, hang on, I think I have references. Let me save this. Looking horrible.
Just pull the tongue out. Whee! Drunk!
No.
Drunk!
No.
Drunk!
No.
I drunk.
I have reference. But the original character was gray. Here it is. Find one that doesn't have titties.
Good luck.
Is legit hard. Hang on. Here we go. That's what... Oh, very cute. That's what it originally looked like. With the little goat eyes.
Yeah.
But it was gray with a white snoot and a fluffy white butt. But I decided to do the white because it would contrast with the black of the outfit for the priest. But that'll be all for tonight, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye!
Cute hair and cute kitties, Pixel.